okay, we had to start right away
too.
because
Okay.
we had a conversation that started and we needed it to be live.
We did. And yes, it wasn't Whataburger. A rat did jump into a deep fryer in Whataburger.
Then what was the thing at KFC?
I'm gonna look it up.
There was a weird animal that somebody got in their KFC chicken meal.
Okay, man claims KFC served him a deep-fried rat, but then DNA test proves that the rat that appeared in a KFC bucket was actually a piece of chicken.
But it looked
So it
so
wasn't
much.
a rat.
It looked so much like a rat.
Yeah, but
like they were pictures.
They did a DNA test.
I don't care.
DNA test though.
I
It
don't.
was chicken.
No, I don't care about that DNA test. That was a rat, 100%.
Sometimes meat is fucked up.
Who paid for the DNA test?
God, I have no fucking idea.
Because if KFC did, if KFC paid for it and did the DNA test, that was a fucking rat. And they lied.
Fuck, I have to register to continue reading? Fuck that.
We just want to learn about the KFC rat.
We want to learn about the KFC rat. I'm also going to read about the rat in Whataburger.
Another food debate? Yes, it's all we talk about.
It's all we talk about. Oh, fuck you. It's also saying, like, looks like your ad blocker is on. We rely on ads. It's like, fuck you. Why can't I read things?
No, you're not allowed to read. Everybody's illiterate now in the year of 2021.
You're right. We all just watch our tubes of you and our Twitch streams.
Our streams of Twitch.
Illiterate. Streams of Twitch.
Our books of face.
Streams. Yes. Our blurs of tum.
Who's on
Our
Tumblr?
wits of tur.
Our wits of tur.
This is becoming fucking word salad.
Our space of my.
That doesn't even exist anymore.
KFC rat? That seems pretty standard, to be fair. Yeah. To be fair.
To be fair. The only times that I've ever had, like, food poisoning after eating fast food or from eating KFC.
Cannot relate. I have a strong stomach.
Damn.
Never had food poisoning, and I'm not gonna touch wood, because it's never gonna happen.
I feel like you're tempting fate, Val.
Listen, I just want to know what it's like. Once, but my body doesn't let me.
You don't want to know what it's like. It hurts.
I'm the type of person who, when everybody at my school was, like, getting sick and stuff, I was like, God, I wish that was me.
Okay, to be fair, I was also the same way.
I just think feeling sick feels fun.
And yet, you can't get drunk.
I'm not an M. I'm not an M. Do you get that? S and M?
I don't.
S and M.
Oh, yeah. You're just gonna insist over and over that you're not a masochist.
I am not. See, it's weird because I love to watch my favorite characters get hurt and, like, be emotionally tortured and, like, crying. But I also like to feel sick. I just like to feel like absolute shit. So what am I?
I think you're more of a sadist than a masochist. But, I mean, I'm not one to judge because so am I.
Yeah, that's fair.
Listen, I'm the one actually torturing my own characters.
That's true. You create the content.
I feel like I create the content. So I feel like I feel like if anyone is gonna be labeled a sadist, it'd be me. Hi, Logan Davis. You came in at a weird time.
Yeah, you did. And I'm not a villain. I'm face. I'm a hero.
I can be a villain, though. I can do whatever I want.
It's true. You don't have to fit into a little box like I do.
Nope. I can be as morally gray as I want to.
So what happened at the last Ace Attorney?
Jesus Christ, I don't remember. That was like before Halloween. It's Christmas
so
month now.
long ago. It's been like a whole
so
month.
Fucking long. It has. It's been over a month. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks. So
Yikes.
my brain just my brain doesn't compute some stuff that happened yesterday. So fucking I don't know. I know there was a Willy Wonka guy that we were supposed to be defending.
Mm-hmm.
And his voice was fucked up Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, he's Irish or something, right? Or
I don't know if he
did
is
we
Irish.
just make him that?
We just made him that because I thought
didn't
he
he
looked
have,
like a
like-
leprechaun.
Novella gets canceled 2021. Back at it again, baby. Ace Attorney's back in full swing.
No! It's like you see a little guy that looks like a leprechaun in your video game. It's like, what fucking voice is he gonna have? There's only one choice.
I thought he had like an Irish sounding last name.
He might. Also, I'm getting notifications from Pokemon Go, and that needs to shut the fuck up.
We're starting the Novella canceling
anyways.
before the game is even visible. So yeah, so he is being accused of stabbing somebody in a cart.
Yes, and there
And
were
he's
people
super
on top of
rich.
the cart. He's super rich, and he got it from being a jackass, but, I mean, is that a surprise? Most rich people do that.
Yeah, that's true. But he also, like, donates, like, whole parks to the town. To the city.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that, like, also, didn't the guy who's dead, wasn't he, like, massively in debt
Yeah.
to, the Willy Wonka man?
Yeah, to Willy Wonka, yes.
So, like, there's that. We also have a vampire prosecutor.
Oh yeah! Hot Evil!
Hot evil. And then, fucking... There's that one dude that we were like, oh, the plot twist is gonna be that, like, he's actually a woman who's cross-dressing.
Oh, yes,
Novella
because...
got canceled. Sorry, I'm reading chat. I thought Novella got canceled ever since she said that she puts milk in her scrambled eggs. I did not
she's
get
never
canceled for
recovered.
that because I'm
She's
right.
never recovered from
No,
that.
I'm right.
Nope.
I'm right.
Never recovered. Nobody
No,
will forget.
It's good. It's good. Anyways, back to video game.
Oh yeah, we had this theory that Willy Wonka is actually, like, not rich. Right?
Yeah, we were like, oh, he's faking it, or he's, like, stealing someone else's identity.
No, Novella's not canceled for milks and scrambled eggs. She's right about it. No.
Yes, thank you, Connor.
No.
Milk in scrambled eggs is good.
I'm just gonna move to the other screen while you talk about this.
No. I will not be silenced.
You were silenced.
Fuck.
I feel like you might be covering the screen. Let's move you, like, here. And make you small.
Yeah, because I am a fucking Danny DeVito cardboard cutout right now.
You are.
That is legitimately what it's called in, like, my OBS settings.
That sounds like blasphemy, to be fair. To have milk in your scrambled eggs, you're right, it is blasphemy.
No! No!
It's not even milk and scrambled eggs, it's milk while making scrambled eggs. It's milk in the scrambled eggs.
Yeah, you put the milk in as you're, like, whisking the egg, and it's good. Don't make barfing noises, it's good! Someday, I'm gonna make you scrambled eggs. And I'm gonna make you, like, half the scrambled eggs are gonna be without milk, and half of them are gonna be with milk, and you're not gonna be able to tell which one is which, except one of them is gonna have a way better texture, and it's gonna be the one with the milk in it.
No.
Yes.
You have been stopped. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around. I don't know what
the
this
opportunity
Yeah,
was.
I have no idea what this
Sorry,
opportunity is.
Rihanna's been sitting here and standing like this for the last 5 weeks. He is so fucking hungry.
I've been at this trial for over a month. Please. Please, Judge, go to recess.
Halloween. I missed Halloween. Please, Judge.
I had such a cool costume. I was gonna be Kazuma! I kept his clothes!
You were gonna dress up! You were gonna dress up as your dead friend for Halloween?
Yeah, it's all he had. It's all he had.
That's true.
Why does Ryanosuke sound like that? Because he's
an anime protagonist.
He's a shonen protagonist. Plus, he hasn't drank in over a month.
He hasn't. How is he not dead? You can only live 3 days without drinking water.
Question for Val. Have you ever played Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise? It's made by the same people who made the Yakuza series. I have! It's very good. And there's a guy in there who's totally not voiced by Majima. He is not.
Oh, Pog.
It's literally just the Majima voice.
Ah, great.
He's just being Majima as somebody else. It's great. It's amazing.
You can just pretend that it's a Majima cosplaying.
Exactly. It's like how you can make the main character guy, I forget his fucking name, Fist of the North Star, you can make him like Kiryu. There's a Kiryu costume, and it's just Kiryu's model.
Oh.
From Yakuza
yeah.
Kiwami. It's great.
Oh, great.
I haven't used the bathroom in 5 weeks, Your Excellency. Please, can we go now?
No. Piss yourself.
That was perfect. It was right when he put his gavel down. Oh yeah, this is me. Oh god. I forget all the voices. Kenshiro, yeah, that's
gonna
his
be a
name.
trend this stream.
So we are done. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGilded, guilty of this most serious crime.
Oh yeah, we found like a
can we just pause?
loophole.
Yeah, here. Well, pause for a second. I'm gonna see if I can
can't
get Vesta to be
pause.
out with the microphone. No, she ran away! No, I just meant like... don't say anything, because I was hoping that I could get her to fucking talk into the microphone, because she hates this flashlight that I have, and every time that I hold it, she yells at me. She left. Anyways.
Why is Novella so small? That's her actual size.
I'm very tiny. I can fit in so many vents.
Give everybody an ouchie voice and you'll be fine. There we go, Novella. You get to voice everybody on the cast.
No! No! I can't do that voice too much. I'll ruin my fucking throat. Who voiced these people? I know I voiced the maid.
I was like the Peaky Blinder man and the buff old guy, not this guy. And no, you were the lady typing too, I think.
I think I was.
So I think you were this guy.
So who was this guy? Okay.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him.
I don't know what voice I used, so I'm just making up new ones.
I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence.
Oh god. I don't know what to do. He stuck the chap next to him.
Go for it.
Just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen. This is just Texan.
That's just Tection.
Tection.
Oh, I have... fuck. I go 2 days without streaming, and I forget how to speak words. I have simply typed and collated all... Collated all the statements made thus far, and drawn the logical conclusion.
You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence for years.
Oh, I was this lady, because I'm always the old lady.
Yes.
The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief.
I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. Oh, right. They found a loophole in, like, the jury system. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, they all said he was guilty, but we can be like, okay, but what if he wasn't, though?
Yeah, basically.
And that's it. That's all we can do.
Yeah, now we get to, like, cross-examine the jury to make sure that everyone is, like, legit. And we got evidence that was like, oh, here's a book of all the people who are indebted to Magnus McGilded and who would, you know, benefit from him going to prison and being hanged. So
Exactly. So is Nova
I was like,
canonically 1.5 feet tall, or is Val's just super tall? I can't read. Yes. Yes.
yes.
Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they?
Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds.
Nova, think about how much you want to strangle Rintaro and you'll find the spark. I don't know if I can... No one here is as punchable as Rintaro.
I remember I've never been a Steins Gate, okay? I've seen bits and pieces, and I've seen, like, a bunch of, like, Rintaro stuff on the Tumblrs back in the day. And I used to be like, he's pretty cool.
And now you've seen, like, bits and pieces of my playthrough, and you're like, wow, this guy's an idiot.
I mean, he's like a himbo, right? He's stupid.
Kind of. Okay,
he's not buff.
He has his smart moments. He's not a himbo because he's not buff, and I don't know if he respects women enough for it. But because that's the trifecta. You have stupid, buff, and drinks respect women juice.
That's true. That is true. So what is he?
And
he's stupid, sort of smart. He has his moments. Doesn't
he's
respect
just a fucking
women.
Chuny.
He's
just
a
a fucking Chuny. He's just a Chuny. That's it. Listen, though, I will say, okay, as much as I want to strangle Rintaro, I wanted to strangle Date way more in AI the Somnium Files whenever porno mags would come up.
I love Date.
Anyways, let's continue. Date is cool. I also want to strangle him, though.
I would add Date to my list of characters that I would like to be boyfriends with.
You know,
I have a list, and every day I have my little daydreams where I pretend they're my boyfriend.
I can't tell if that's a good decision or not.
Why? He's cute.
Yes, Rintaro... It's fucking complicated because it's a fucking Uchikoshi game. Everything is complicated. Rintaro is the type of guy to try and win at a card game without even knowing the rules. That was an actual thing that happened.
My blue eyes white dragon.
He was at a card game tournament. He was at a card game tournament and he was like, he was like, yeah guys, I'm gonna win. I only need like 5 minutes to win. And then he lost like first turn.
Amazing. Amazing.
Great. And it was convincing enough that I was like, hey, wait, is he actually gonna pull this off? And then the very next line was, I lost. Anyways,
I love that.
Enough talking about other visual novels while we're trying to play a different visual novel.
Where's my hydrate redeem, YouTube? No, Rintaro never drinks. He's never thirsty.
I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language.
He's constantly drinking Dr. Pepper.
What?
That's a real thing.
Oh, no. Did I say Rintaro? I meant Ryunosuke.
You did.
Oh, okay. I knew that he loves Dr. Pepper. I knew that character fact. Listen, they both start with R.
We have to shift back into the... Yeah.
Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo.
According to my book, that's not quite how it works.
Oh? I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant.
Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then...
They've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more
Branch.
Entrenched they may become.
Then what on earth am I supposed to do?
Oh dear. I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right. I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work then?
Well, from what I can understand, the key to the procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments.
What do you mean?
Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together. The difference between Valerie and Osuke and her Susanoo voice? No, those are just what the characters sound like.
Yeah, that's just what they sound like. That's just their voices.
I'm just moving my mouth to what they're saying. This game's fully voice acted.
Yeah.
What case is this, by the way? This is case 3.
Every time that we play this game, our brains shut down and the spirit of Ace Attorney takes over us.
Exactly. Naruhodo is like tapping my shoulder, and he's saying, "Good job, Val."
Giving you a little pat on the head.
And that's the way to break them down, you mean?
Yes,
Divide
exactly.
and conquer.
I don't feel like this is how an actual jury system works.
No.
I feel like the only time you hear the jury talk is when they say guilty or not guilty.
Yeah. But I mean, it's Ace Attorney.
Plus, this is like, what, the 1800s?
Yeah. I don't even know if they had juries back then.
Yeah, they just burn people at the stake.
Yeah. They'd be like, that's a witch, and there they go.
There they go. If they live, they're a witch. If they die, oh well. Our bad. RB.
Our bad, we'll try again with the next one.
We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, we then contrast the statement and pit the corresponding jurors against each other.
Oh, so we make them fight!
Yeah, battle to the death in
wanna
the
see-
middle of the courtroom.
I want to pit the guy with a knife against someone else, and I hope they stab them.
The greatest ladder match of our time. No, that was
What's this?
Jacob's ladder.
Juror 6 coming in with a steel chair!
Have you seen that clip of the wrestlers and the one guy's like to the audience, "Give me a chair"? He's talking to one guy, but then like the whole audience starts throwing chairs into the ring, and both of the wrestlers just get piled underneath. They just get crushed by a whole bunch of chairs.
That sounds incredible.
It's good. The video's called "Give Me a Chair," I think. Everybody should look it up.
I'm gonna type it into YouTube so this way I remember.
Thank God.
I see. So it's contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say that we're looking for.
I'm sorry, I'm losing my shit over the thumbnail. It's just the ring with like 100 steel chairs.
Right? It's so cool. And the announcers are like, "Please, please stop throwing chairs, please." They're already dead. Yeah, send it in the Discord. Everybody join the
I'm just
Discord.
sending it into the YouTube chat.
Okay, this could have been a very
think
good
Connor just
opportunity to
Yeah.
get people to join the Discord, Novella.
Well, okay, but Connor already put the link in the Discord. We're fine.
Okay, everybody join the Discord. Links in the
like how-
description.
I like how it has the word funny in the URL. Wait, is the channel? Oh, the channel is called Funny 2070.
Ah, well that'll do
Never
it.
mind. That'll do it.
In a way, then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Look at, you can see a bit of his eyeball. Even though his eyes
Oh, you
closed.
can.
$60 game, by the way.
$60!
I think? I forget how much I paid for it,
Still a better-
actually.
Still a better purchase than Battlefield 2042.
Wait, I thought that game was good.
No.
Oh.
It has a fuck ton of bugs. People couldn't shoot other people in that game because the hit registration was so bad.
Oh, hell yeah. Sounds like fighting games, baby.
Yeah, except it was a first-person shooter.
Good hitboxes. Please stop throwing chairs
Good
into the ring. The
hitboxes.
wrestlers are growing too powerful. Please stop praying for my wrestler.
He
He's
broke out of the ring and now he's
He's getting too
rampaging
strong.
down the streets of New York.
Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. All right, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right.
Cute.
I have
Why
to
you
pull
do
this
for
off.
it?
Can we start proceedings, counsel?
There's the judge voice.
There we go. I forgot I had to shake my head constantly while I talk as him.
I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
There we go.
Philadelphia. See, I don't know anything about wrestling. I'm friends with a wrestler and I don't know shit about wrestling.
Who does? Wrestling feels like a fever dream, honestly. It doesn't seem
It's
real.
my favorite anime.
Exactly. Remember that time Randy Orton was getting haunted for like a year by a lady that
You
he
sent
set
me
on
clips
fire?
of that. You sent me clips of that. What the hell?
He set a girl on fire and then she just kept torturing him at the end of all of his matches and would make him lose. And then at
great.
some event, the ring opened up beneath him and a hand came out of the ring and grabbed his feet.
Oh my god.
And then he started throwing up black stuff.
Oh, great.
He was like haunted. Remember
Oh,
when
so
someone gave
fucking
birth to a
haunted.
hand? Yeah, that's classic. I love that. I watch that all the
I think
time.
you sent me a clip of that too. What the hell?
She was like 90 years old too.
What the
What a stupid bit.
god?
Remember when
I
Shawn
love
Michaels wrestled
wrestling.
God? Yes, I love that too.
I don't think you showed me that one.
God's intro is so good. Like they show him walking like down the ramp and it's just like a light beaming down, moving down the ramp and into the ring. It was Vince McMahon. Shawn Michaels
For
was
some-
on God's side, I think. It was a tag team.
Okay, here's the thing. Whenever you say God was in the ring, for
Mhm.
some fucking reason, the version of God I'm imagining is the version of God from Puppet History. I'm gonna pull up a picture. And I'm gonna put it in the general chat.
Who knew man can defeat
This is-
God? Why are you saying that Vince McMahon won? Why are you assuming Vince McMahon won? He's very strong, I'll give you that. Strongest old man I've ever seen. What are you doing?
There we go. I sent it in
Oh.
the general chat. This version of God. This is the one I'm imagining.
How long would Novella last in a fight versus Val? Not very long, she's tiny.
No. I would get fucking suplexed immediately and I would die on the spot.
Yes, my lord.
Sorry for the pause.
Oh.
The anime girls in my head were talking about wrestling.
The defense rebuttal. I don't like that he's standing in the middle of the courtroom. That's never happened before. Don't
It
like
hasn't.
that. It's
Yep.
making me
Go
uncomfortable.
back. Go back.
Go back to where you belong.
Yeah.
That almost
only
came
allowed to
out in
stand
an
in, like,
awful
a-
way.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I just wanted him to go back to his desk. That's all I meant.
Go back to your desk. Val's canceled.
No,
Val's canceled.
no.
Finally, it's not me. It's not me this time. Woo!
That's not true. There was somebody else inside the carriage. The victim.
I mean, I think they mean like after he died.
Yeah.
I missed those anime girls for like 5 weeks, but now that they're back, I wish I was trapped in static again. Okay. I feel
4
like we should
passengers
press them.
with bears, totally 20 pets.
Yeah, because there were like 2 guys up top, there were 2 guys in the carriage, and then there was the driver. So that's 4 passengers.
Okay, let's press it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the buttons.
Hold it! But does his ability to recall his taking that night really tell us how trustworthy the man is?
I manage all his lordship's cash affairs, so I'm very particular when it comes to accounts.
I see.
A single penny can mean the difference between life and death, after all, can't it?
That's more true back then than it is now. Right now, what does a penny do?
Your
don't even have
Excellency!
pennies.
The anime wrestler girl and the 1-foot-tall girl with hair eyes keeps telling me to join Discord.
We really are trapping Ryunosuke in a special hell.
It's his own purgatory.
Yeah.
That's a saying in your country?
The Peaky Blinder man has the knife.
My point is, a man who minds his figures is a man you can trust.
That's not true.
No.
Those of us in service would swear to that, sir.
Does that bench really need any more polishing?
Yeah, YouTube chat does that sometimes, 100th Assassin.
So, if the good driver says that he saw Mr. McGill did in the act, I don't doubt him.
You say who let him bring a knife into court, but Kazuma had a samurai sword in court.
Yeah, and now we have a samurai sword in court.
Blackwell in the future also has a samurai sword in court, and he actually cuts people.
Damn. I haven't played Dual Destinies, so I don't know shit about Blackwell, aside from the fact that he's edgy and he has a bird.
It's my favorite Ace Attorney game.
Hell
Who
yeah.
let him do that? It's America, baby!
Welcome to America! Anything is allowed!
Why does everyone have weapons? It's America, baby!
It's America, baby! Imagine America, but instead of everyone having guns, everyone has samurai swords. I think it would be a better place.
Yeah, that sounds like my kind of place. That sounds like heaven, actually. Remember that guy who somebody broke into his house and he had like a Squall replica blade gun and he like defended his home with it?
I think I heard about that!
I love that.
I think you sent me like the article about that. God damn. When being a nerd saves your life.
You're right, this isn't America right now, this is Britain.
Yeah, this is Britain, so maybe more stuff is allowed because it was way back when laws didn't exist.
That's true. Laws didn't exist since, like, laws were invented in 2000, I think.
The more you know.
Did we read this?
Welcome to the... Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
This has been Fun Facts with Val and Novella.
That's why people watch
The
the
only
stream.
Yeah, it's just for our very true, not at all pulled out of our ass fun facts.
Yeah, it's very educational. I'm gonna change the category for the stream to
Yes.
educational.
Yes, change it to education. Everyone watches education streams nowadays.
The only task left to do today is disposing of the rubbish.
Jesus Christ.
We both read that at the same time. It's
In the
legal.
UK, it's illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances.
Okay, but
What does that fucking mean?
what's suspicious? What counts as suspicious?
What do you mean suspicious? You can play fish Jenga!
You're allowed to do that, or is that suspicious? That seems suspicious.
Yeah, Connor, I don't know if we're allowed to joke about it because
Yeah, we're Canadian. We'll get canceled.
We'll get
No.
canceled for real.
Canada was involved.
How
Canada is one of the only places outside of the US to own a piece of the building. Did you know that?
Oh, that's true, because didn't a bunch of people like get stranded because of it?
Yeah,
And, like,
so
there was
they
this
redirected
town in,
a
like,
whole
Newfoundland.
bunch. Yeah, a whole bunch of the planes that were in the air at the time were redirected to a town in Newfoundland called Gander. And they were there for like a week. Because Gander used to have one of the world's biggest airports, but then when they created like jumbo jet planes that could fly across the world in one gas tank, nobody stopped there anymore. It was just nobody used this huge airport, but they were like, okay, everybody go there. And they
Yeah,
fit like
and then
thousands
didn't,
of people into like a school and people's houses.
Yeah. And then afterwards, the town got a piece of one of the towers as like a memorial.
Yeah, and they made a musical about
What an
it.
interesting story. I forgot about the musical.
The musical's on Apple
Also-
Plus and it's very good.
Also, Connor Page gave us both 9/11 joke passes.
Every time there's a joke pass, I don't believe it. I think they're fake. They're all counterfeit and they're not real, and you'll still get canceled, so I'm not taking it.
We have to pull out our detective magnifying glasses and really zoom in.
Give me my big goggly eyes. Woo woo, like a cartoon character.
Yeah, like Herlock.
Yeah.
Under Victorian law, changing a light bulb without a valid license to do so was against the law. We won't cancel you, we swear. That sounds like something someone who's about to cancel us will say.
I'm not trusting it.
No, me neither. Alright, I feel like we should stop talking about 9/11 and actually play the game.
What's 9/11? Oh, well. Now wait a minute. One of the other jurors mentioned something about money, I think.
Alright, so imagine you're living in the 1800s and you start hearing voices that are talking about this tragedy that's gonna happen in like 200 years. What do you
Premonition
do
dream.
about that?
It's a
It's
premonition
a premonition
dream.
but it's like 200 years in the past. I think it's actually only 100 years now that I think about it. But even so, Your Excellency, the anime girls are talking about events in the far future.
If you don't stop talking about these anime girls, I don't even know what anime is.
It won't be invented for another like 80 years, sir.
Now would be a very good time to listen carefully to the jurors' statements again, Mr. Naruhodo. If you notice an inconsistency in what two different jurors are saying,
Let's just expose it by pitting them against each other.
yes, let's see if I can do just that. So I think it has to do with the money.
Yeah.
Because she says, how much was it? 4
20
passengers, 20 pence. So that's how much per juror?
Oh, wait a minute. The fifth guy said that it was only like 4 pence.
Yeah.
4 pence. So 4 pence for 4 people, that would be fucking 16. They're wrong.
Objection! Those two statements clearly contradict one another.
Do they? Explain yourself, counsel.
Me? Oh dear. What have I said?
I swear on Silver Blaze's maze, the name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about. I don't like that he's walking around.
According to the group testimony
Stop
we've heard
walking.
so far,
Stop walking.
Stand still.
I am
Stop-
so
stop
uncomfortable. I've never been this
Stop using
uncomfortable
your-
on stream.
Stop using your walk cycle immediately, sir.
there were 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beepo, Beppo?
Beepo.
I think it's Beppo, but let's just call him Beepo from
Yeah,
now on. 'cause that's funny.
Beepo.
He took 20 pence in fares.
Sounds like a noise a minion would make.
Beepo.
Quite right. I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me.
And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
That it is a fair and convenient single piece. Just the way London's carriages should be operated. I don't know what to do for his voice.
But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man, why?
4 passengers, paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication,
So she's just bad at math.
It could be.
It would be 16 pence.
exactly, as I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely, 1 person's fare.
There was somebody else on the
Whoa.
bus.
There was someone else on the bus.
What was I swear?
Yes! In other words, on the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible there was another passenger we've heard nothing about.
Whoa.
This can't be right. The coachman of the guild. Sorry, the coachmen of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword.
The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up.
Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy.
I beg your pardon.
I'm saying that you suck.
Fuck off.
Mr.
Imagine somebody did that in court.
They just start having a fucking fist fight in the middle of the courtroom.
Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he let nefarious characters ride his omnibus.
All right then. How do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end? Say not guilty. Also, are you
Say not
allowed to
guilty.
drink? Are you allowed to drink alcohol in court?
I mean, it's fucking, like, 1897. I think you are. Everyone drank back then. Everyone was an alcoholic.
It was good for you.
This is a fact. It's like how everyone in, like, the 50s smoked cigarettes, even the kids.
Because the
This is
doctors
true.
told them to.
Yeah, the doctors were like, this is good for your throat and lungs. And then later on, they were like, hey, actually, we were paid to say this. It's absolute ass for your throat and lungs.
Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire into the innocent side of the set of scales.
Now, hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. Why do you have to go and...
Wait till I get my hands on you, Bebop. Beepo.
We saved the day!
Yay.
Ah, this is all very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir. I'm going to do the same.
Fuck yeah! We're evening the scales. For the love of Mike, not you as well.
Who's Mike?
Who's Mike? Isn't that guy from Deltarune?
Isn't that the guy from My Hero Academia?
Oh, yeah! That's a Mike that actually exists.
A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all.
Isn't it that guy from Monsters Inc?
Oh, yeah! I had nightmares of him when I was 2.
What the fuck? He's designed specifically to not be scary.
Yeah, I call bullshit. I had a childhood fear of Mike Wazowski for like 5 years. I never watched Monsters Inc. because of it.
It's because
I
you have
certainly
so
can't
many
put-
eyes and he only had one. That's why.
I only had 2 at the time, though.
Oh.
I
Okay,
had
don't
normal
go with
people
the-
eyes.
Don't go with the bit. That's okay.
No, it's the fucking lore. And remember, the first rule of improv: always say no.
No, yes and.
I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters.
It's always yes and. So, Novella, we're gonna do a little improv thing, okay? Remember, yes and. Novella,
No.
I heard that you hate putting milk in your scrambled eggs.
No.
You're not doing good improv. Yes and. Yes and.
I'm not yes-anding a perfectly valid opinion. I'm not changing my opinions to fit with your improv.
Okay, but lore update, Novella has so many eyes due to a fear of cyclopses.
You know what? Yes, that's lore now. Because I was legitimately scared of Cyclopses as a kid. And it was because I had a nightmare where Mike Wazowski was an alien who kidnapped my parents.
He's a
Oh,
monster.
really? Yeah, but I didn't know that. I just saw advertising.
I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You did it.
I did have nightmares of Mike Wazowski. This isn't a bit.
It sounded like you said, I had nightmares of white Mike Wazowski.
So I'm gonna have nightmares about tonight.
If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue.
2 more, actually. There is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions.
Then that's where you must strike next.
So we need to pit 2
sorry,
more
my brain
jurors
just-
against each other and show there's another contradiction in their assertions.
What?
Okay, so Connor Page put White Wazowski in the chat, and for some reason my brain read it as Walter White Wazowski. We're creating new characters this stream.
I need a Photoshop shop of that right now.
Someone make Walter White Wazowski.
What about White Knight Wazowski?
That could also work, but I love the idea of just Walter White's face twisted to look like Mike Wazowski. Like an absolute fucking monster of Photoshop.
What in-lore characters
Anyway.
can defeat Val in a fight? None of them, because I'm the strongest. I'm like big,
Yeah, she's
strong
too
bear.
powerful.
Nobody can beat me.
No one can beat.
Exactly! You can do it!
See, even Susanoo believes in you.
See? See? Even the in-game characters believe in me.
Yeah.
A VTuber did challenge me to a duel in Pokemon cards once, and I kicked his ass, so...
Hell yeah. That was
Never
Albo, right?
forget. Yeah, it was Albo.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forgetty.
Val
Never
Scott
forget it.
Steiner, but female. Exactly. Question, have
Alright.
you two considered doing an LP of Wonderful 101? I think you two would love it. I like the original on the Wii U. That one's good. But that remake, man, or the remaster,
Oh
Nah.
no, did it get a horrible remaster?
got a horrible remaster. And it was Kickstarted,
No!
too. It was a Kickstarter
Oh,
remaster. So it's like, they
Oh,
had so
God.
much money, and they still did bad. It's because...
Jesus.
It's because the game is designed to be on 2 screens. because it was for the Wii U, and you used the Wii U pad to draw like shapes and stuff. And then oh, they would just like
Oh god.
overlay the second screen onto the main screen. Like,
Oh, that's
it would
good.
take up a quarter of the fucking screen.
Oh.
It was bad.
I feel like you can do like fucking you can emulate DS games and it's not that bad. Like how could they they could just do the same thing.
I don't know. I have no
Also,
idea.
Got a lore question. Your multiple eyes have special abilities. I can stick them to surfaces, and then they can watch things. They're basically just biological security cameras.
Mm-hmm. She can watch anybody.
That's the lore. I can. That's my job. Or it was until there was no work, and we gotta wait for the scouts to come back with information on a new universe. And until then, I'm just sitting here. I'm drawing my stupid characters, and I'm streaming games where I want to punch the main characters.
Wait, you want to punch Naruhodo-san?
No, I mean, sometimes, but not right now.
It's not bad. The drawing just takes some getting used to. It's not terrible. Yeah, but it just... The UI stuff in that game, in the remaster, is fucking awful. Like, when you go to a store... Okay, when you go to the store, it doesn't change, like, the whole screen to the shop menu. It just puts that big fucking thing in the bottom corner again. Instead of just having a shop screen. It just puts that big fucking screen in the corner. It's dumb!
Oh no!
It really just looks like they just threw it together and they were like, okay, buy it. And the reason they did the Kickstarter is because they didn't want it to be on one system so more people could play. And I understand that.
Yeah, which, like, you know, noble, but
Because
At the same time, you gotta not fuck it up.
I do love Wonderful 101. I love that game. But that
I know
remaster's
nothing
garbage.
about it.
Yeah, the GTA trilogy
the
is fucking
GTA
awful.
Trilogy. The bones in some of their arms. It's like, why do they have 5 bones in each arm?
Yeah. I watched I think it was Vinny play, and he went to a drink machine and it just crashed.
Oh my god, yes, I heard about that! He drank so much soda that the game fucking overflowed and it, like, bricked his save. That's
GTA
hilarious.
trilogy is great trash. Yeah, it's funny trash.
It's funny trash. It's not something I would pay money for, though.
No. It also sucks that
I
they
feel
got
like-
rid of, like, the original games off of Steam. Because they want people to buy this.
It's like, I feel like, you know, and obviously, like, of course, don't pirate all video games. But when a game company, like, develops a piece of shit, let's be real, and it's like, I'm not paying $60 for this, but I still want to experience that, it's no longer a sin to pirate it.
Are you telling my audience
my-
to break the law on my stream?
Yes.
I feel like
Become
this has happened
criminals
before.
right now.
Do not become criminals.
Become criminals!
It could have been worse. I'm still not gonna play that remaster though, because it's Garbo. I'm sorry.
God damn.
I'm sorry. The original still exists, and I still have a Wii U.
Okay, that's good. I don't... Yeah, Novella be like, don't pirate games. But still, it's like, okay, don't pirate games that are actually good. Like, support developers when possible. But in this case, like, it's an AI upscaled version of a mobile port of these games. Like, do you want to spend $60 on that? No!
Make sure that you actually buy Rule of Rose, though, if you want to play it. Go out there and get it. Go out there and buy Rule of Rose. It's easy.
Yeah, it's only $500
Oh, it's like $1,500.
to play a PS2 game.
It's like
Oh,
$1,500.
Jesus Christ. I thought it was only 500. Jesus.
No. It's like in the thousands.
Yar har fiddle dee dee.
Uh-oh, the
Oh
battery's
god,
low.
the controller is slow.
Every stream. RKO Novella for trying to make us get pirated stuff. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it.
No!
I can't.
No!
Uh-oh, I'm moving
Thank
everything.
you.
Uh-oh.
I'm running out of your reach.
I'm moving the whole overlay.
You keep trying to suplex me, but I'm just too fast and I serpentine out of the way.
I need to fix the overlay. Oh no, this was a
Oh,
terrible bit. This was a terrible bit.
Wait, in a different stream, weren't you saying, like, oh, how do you not have, like, all of your stream elements, like, locked?
I know. I did say that.
You did say that, huh?
What the fuck? It won't let me grab
Stream
the...
is broken! Stream is broken!
Where's the gameplay window? Let me move the game. The gameplay window is locked. Why was it moving?
Ghosts.
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 Okay,
I've been
there we
playing
go.
a lot of Phasmophobia. They went from the game and into real life.
Val RKO's her own layout. I did. Can we talk about how the RKO stands for Randall Keith Orton?
What?
Like it's his initials?
I thought it stood for real knockout.
No, it's Randall Keith Orton. Because that's his name,
Why?
Randy Orton. Randy Keith Orton.
You can't see me right now, but I'm doing the most bewildered face.
See, you do learn things on this stream. Randy Orton is my favorite wrestler. So of course I know all of these fun facts, like how he RKO'd a 90-year-old woman. That same woman who gave birth to a
great.
hand.
Hell yeah.
That bit
Don't you
became
get it?
too meta.
It did. The bit was so strong that it destroyed the stream layout.
WWE's fucking nuts. Yeah. The best anime.
The greatest anime of all time. The only one that comes close is Cory in the House.
That's true.
Well, the scales of justice have shifted, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt.
I love the idea of Ryunosuke just spacing out for like 10 minutes. In the middle of court.
And then he's like, what the
fuck-
fuck is wrestling?
Von Zykes is just standing in like the prosecutor desk like,
What in the fuck is wrong with this kid?
No, he's just sitting there like drinking tea and stuff, his wine. He
Yeah.
doesn't care. He has
Yeah,
nothing to
he's
do. He hasn't had
drinking his
anything to do this whole time.
he
He has nothing to say.
We're in like we're an hour into court and he hasn't said a word.
He RKO'd his boss's daughter and also pooped in a woman's bag. He sure did.
Jesus Christ.
Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your summation examination. Mr. Naruto, what is this RKO you keep talking about?
Yeah, the maid's dialogue was new. It was like the bookkeeper. I want to hear what he has to say. And I don't remember which one that is. I think that's juror number 1.
Maybe?
Because I don't think that guy's a bookkeeper. He has a knife. Or maybe it's her. Wait, no,
they're talking about the actual witnesses.
Oh, okay.
The bookkeeper is a witness,
Right, okay.
but I forget what one he is.
Yeah, same.
I can collect all the statements made thus far. And so on. Well, she's not. Oh, what did he say? Hippo, this trial has to continue so I can get to the bottom of this corruption. Not guilty, I say. Okay. Scoundrel stabbed that poor man on the floor. Oh, there it is. We found it.
Oh, yeah, because, like, didn't the other guy
This
say...
guy
Yeah, stuck the chap next to him, and then she's, like, on
on
the
the
floor.
floor.
Objection! I'm pointing at you, old woman! Those two statements are completely contradictory, and it's all your fault!
Stop your knitting and listen to me, you fucked up!
God damn it, you two. I cannot look at the judge and not have the guy who said,
By God Almighty, he is broken in half!
I love that. You heard the judge. He's gonna learn today what an RKO is, so you know what you have to do, Val. I'll RKO the judge. Or this old woman for being wrong.
Project out of Ryunosuke's brain just to RKO the judge and then go back in.
She's giving that typewriter a slap like it's been naughty. Okay.
See something else.
Okay. Are we back to the S&M talk?
No! That bit was done like 50 minutes ago!
What? Explain council process.
Oh, dearie me. I was only knitting a jumper for my other half. Is he like a child? Look how tiny that is.
That is extremely tiny. What the fuck, woman?
What is all this claptrap? Borderlands reference.
Oh, fuck yeah, we love Borderlands.
What does contradictory even mean, I ask ya?
Didn't the lead writer of Borderlands tweet about, like, Persona 5 and say that, like, they don't talk like real people?
Yeah, he
and
basically
he couldn't understand what they were saying.
He basically admitted that he was illiterate because he's like, none of this makes sense. They aren't speaking real words. And then he posted a screen picture and it's like, oh, we have to go catch the bus today, or something like that. Let's go catch the bus.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what the fuck do you mean? And then nobody heard from him ever again.
He got deleted from the internet.
It's Anthony Birch, right?
I don't know.
I think it was him, Ashley Birch's brother.
I would like dick around in Borderlands 2 sometimes, but that's about all the experience I have with Borderlands.
Man, I just had a picture in my head. Val is like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old lady? And the old lady is like, I love young people. Then Val proceeds to suplex the crap out of this old woman. I need a part of that now.
First, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Val suplexes old ladies.
Val says, hello, boomer.
Like a heel.
No, 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 no. She's the heel.
Like a heel.
I'm a hero.
No. The old lady's not doing anything.
Yeah, she was wrong.
It's not enough. I've been wrong sometimes. You've been wrong sometimes.
Yeah, and it needs consequences.
Oh, I just noticed the colors of the chairs change depending on whether they think people are innocent or guilty. How does that work?
Yeah, that makes no sense. Because those are embedded into the chairs, you can clearly see.
Yeah.
I thought
How are they
when it first changed, I thought it was like a drape over the chair because we couldn't see the top of them. That would make sense.
Yeah. That would make sense, but no, I think it's just court magic, just like the fire.
Oh, Killing Floor 2 is awesome, Logan. I love Killing Floor 2.
I don't know any video games. Anyways, you should play Ace Attorney.
We've heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, juror number 3.
What? Can't you see I'm busy here? They're
all in this fucking desk.
They're all Texan.
All of them are Texan. All of these people flew in from Texas just to be jurors.
How would you say?
No, wait, they would take a vote.
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it? Want to test me, do ya? I'll stab you.
I'll shake the lady right next to you.
It was like this. Stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. Just like the prim banker said.
Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony, quite true.
Now
They were
then,
across from me.
juror number 6.
Oh, is that me? Is it? What can I do for you, young man?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam? Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it. It was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so. Now don't move! Take a look at these two jurors. He struck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor.
Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions.
What?
Yeah, this court thing is easy.
Yeah, just like real life.
Just like real life.
Bless my stitches, what a muddle.
What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth.
Oh! I really don't know what to do for this man.
Do you want me to take over?
Sure.
But why? Why the dickens would they lie?
It's the same voice I was doing.
Oh my god, you're right, fuck! Never mind!
I don't know that yet.
Then that means it's a good voice!
But what I do know. Or we're bad voice actors.
Is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth.
I mean, to be fair, I did actually do a voice acting thing not long ago, so...
I saw, you
Fucking-
did very well.
Thanks!
Came into my gig. That video's been released, right? It must have been. It was so long ago.
Oh yeah, it was the announcement video for Hanu and Jibo's charity stream.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good conscience?
Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies.
Thanks, Grandma!
Thank you, Grandma.
The scales.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, Naruhodo has the sword now. Everybody has weapons, it's fine.
Wait! Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's...
Oh god, fuck. Why do I always get these fucking characters?
I just
Can we
read
just
it.
move on?
No, you have to say the line.
He's clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all.
If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this?
I'm not saying that line! I refuse!
No, he's just called.
No.
It's the skin for Jinx from League of Legends.
This man does not know what League of Legends is. Even if he was in 2021, do you think this man would know what League of Legends is?
Huh? Me?
What exactly is the problem? What of it if two witnesses have slightly different recollections of events?
What of it?
Let's say the Shylock did stab the victim when he was sat next to him on the omnibus. And this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor and then the Shylock stabbed him again. And this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that, huh?
Who are you calling a dandy, sir? Why, I should take this knife to you.
Okay, so he has to
Don't
go
talk
to
about
jail
murdering
now,
court.
right?
Court, go to jail. That's a threat of attempted murder.
Who are you calling old? Why, I should take this needle to you. So she's going to jail now, right?
No, Grandma's exempt from jail.
No. No. Just because you're old does not mean you can't commit crime. She just said she would.
It's not because she's old, it's because she needs to give her fucking other half the sweater. After that, she can go to jail.
She can mail him the sweater from jail. They're allowed to send packages.
No! It's not as nice if she does it that way.
Why do we care about her second half now? We don't even know who this man is. Or if it even is a man.
I just wanted to do a funny bit and it went off the rails.
Ugh, they're ready to kill each other now.
Perfect, this is what we wanted.
But could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the two witnesses see two different moments of the same crime?
No. He was stabbed once.
No, because don't we have the autopsy?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman.
Stop calling him that! What is it? Come on, out with it!
Just change it to gamer.
What is it, you gamer? That's better! Yeah!
What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
What are you talking about, man? How could you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job. Foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. Except you're steering them to hell. So, where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. I say the two witnesses saw different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me some proof. We have proof. We have the autopsy.
It looks like the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss. Some irrefutable hard evidence.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's awful. Let's beat him up after the court session.
Yeah!
As you
Anime
wish.
girls project out of Ryunosuke's mind just to beat this dude up.
We're his stand.
We're his stands! What? You have stands?
What's a stand?
I'll give you the
What's a
proof.
stand?
It's out of the question that the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime as proven by...
As a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen.
Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Stabbed once.
Take that! This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once.
Eh? Only once.
Let's bury him in a sea of metal chairs. Give me a chair, courtroom.
Give me a chair, courtroom. They all start throwing their chairs to the center of the court. The judge is like slamming his gavel, trying to get them to stop, and they don't.
Stop throwing chairs, please!
You're making our lawyers too powerful.
It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen two different times.
All right, I'll
Concede defeat.
throws chair.
Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty.
We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've won
The game.
the whole case.
We beat the game. Von Sykes is still just like, I just imagine him like in a chair and he's just like leaning back. You know how like fucking kids in high school would like lean back in their chairs?
Like
He's just leaning back like that and he has a glass of wine in his hand and he's
Jeopardy
just
music
watching
is
this play
playing
out.
in his head.
Yeah. His brain just turns off whenever he's not being spoken to.
You can see like the code in his eyes just zooming by.
only is he a vampire, he's a robot too! What are you playing at, you dandy fool?
Shut your trap! No one deceives me!
It's just Naruhodo now.
But we had a consensus. Yeah, this guy's voice is changing too.
I said shut your trap! I don't know what to do. I know a liar when I see one. And if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop...
Sexy.
Stop licking. No, don't lick. I hate that tongue animation. Ew. Ew.
I want to talk to whoever animated this right now. And I want to thank them.
I want to punch them.
So this Ace Attorney game has made us so uncomfortable so many times.
This is just the cherry on top. Oh, that made me think it's like that fucking JoJo guy who licks the cherries.
Calculate.
Why does he do that?
It's a character
Blade
quirk.
is laced with a deadly poison. One kiss and it's all over. I shouldn't have licked the blade. Dead.
I can't stop
Okay, let's
looking
move
at
on
it.
so this animation. No, we need to move on. This animation has to stop.
I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head.
Oh, he's not even gonna stab him. He's just gonna make him bald.
Ah,
Also,
bald.
hello, Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Please tell me he's a barber.
He'll be hairless when I'm done with you, son.
Well, it is quite remarkable turn of events. The defense summation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there is no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate. And the trial must continue.
Wait, were you standing behind me the whole time?
I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witness to return to their places. And I
Thank
call
you. Stop using your walk cycle, Renosuke.
and I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth. Pursue.
Ace Attorney characters shouldn't use their legs.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't even have legs. They should only be modeled
No.
from the waist up.
Yes. As the original series creator intended.
So, Lord Van Zykes, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
Beep boop bop beep.
He's booting back up.
Da 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 da.
Are you gonna sip it or are you just gonna smell it?
No, you smell wine.
Fucking say
Oh.
something! Why? You have white gloves, sir!
But none of it got onto the gloves.
Yeah, how does that work?
It's fucking magic.
Wine stains super fucking easy. Anyways,
Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hallowed chalice,
you just smelled it? You didn't even drink it?
Yeah, that's what you
That's
do with
wasteful,
wine.
sir. No, you drink wine.
You
don't
smell
just
wine,
smell it.
you take a sip of it, you swish it around your mouth, and then you spit it out.
No! What?
Yes, that's what you do with wine.
Wine is for drinking. You drink wine.
No, at a wine tasting, you swish it around your mouth and you spit it out.
Oh, is this way you don't get drunk?
Yeah,
I'm going to a wine tasting and I'm drinking all the wine.
do not do that. They'll look at you funny. They'll be like, never come back,
Least of
Novella.
my concern. That's fine.
You get to go to the wine tasting. Once.
Once. Slurp up all the fucking samples. Like a goddamn vacuum cleaner. And then you get banned.
Yep.
They send you to wine jail. No parole.
What's wine jail like, though?
It's like normal jail, except everything is just made of like super reinforced wine bottles.
I thought you were gonna say it's made out of wine, and then I was like, but how does that work? But then you made it make
could
sense.
be frozen.
It could be frozen.
Does
but
it make sense though?
Wait, alcohol doesn't freeze. Does wine freeze?
Fuck, you're right. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it now.
It probably turns into a slushy. Probably.
Oh fuck! I forgot I have a history god up on my screen still.
It's like normal jail, but no wine. So you assume that we have wine in jail. You drink the spit wine. There you go. That's what you can do.
Oh, there we go.
You can take the bucket that
Wine?
is
Okay.
full of all the spit, like the Homestuck cosplayers would do, and drink it.
Oh dear god, did they actually do that?
Yes.
That's fucked up. Also, wine freezes at 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
I don't know what that is in,
Yeah, we gotta switch that to Celsius. Get the
Yeah.
converter up. I'll talk about the Homestuck spitting in buckets, okay? So-
-5.
Oh. Okay, maybe I won't talk about
Negative-
the Homestucks then. It went too fast.
No, talk about the Homestucks.
So there's this video. So in Homestuck, all of the trolls are like really weird about buckets because I guess it's like a sexual thing, right? For the Homestuck
Okay.
trolls.
Okay, sure, continue.
So at a like restaurant, there was like a whole table of Homestuck trolls cosplaying, and they had a bucket, and they were all spitting in it at this restaurant. And then in my head, they all drank it after, but I don't know.
I'm imagining that anytime that Van Zeeks is on the screen and we go on like a fucking tangent, he is also hearing us. Because I think that's funny.
In each eye is one of us. I call right eye.
No! That's the one I was gonna pick. Damn it. Anyways.
Why did you imagine it? Because that's what made the most sense. What else would they do? What else
they
would
could
they
just
do?
like they could just go into the fucking parking lot and dump it onto the ground.
No, they're Homestuck fans. Of course they're gonna drink it. I can say this, I was a Homestuck fan. I wasn't like that though.
You are. You just point at the entire Homestuck fandom and went, "You are not normal."
I went to a Homestuck cosplay meet at a convention. And I was like in elementary school probably. I was probably in grade 8. And they started playing
God.
Spin the Bottle. So all these people from Toronto are playing Spin the Bottle together. And I'm like, we don't know each other. Why are we playing Spin the Bottle? I'm like not 18.
Yeah, you were like fucking 12.
And my friend joined and I was like, oh, horny on Maine? But like the wrong kind of Maine because people are actually here and looking. This is IRL
exactly.
Maine.
This is IRL Maine. You're horny in real life. No one does that.
What is with this Homestuck Trolls tangents?
Listen, we've
We
had
s-
dumber tangents.
We started
Had
talking
worse
about
tangents.
wine, and then we mentioned the spitting of wine, and then we mentioned drinking that, and then that reminded me of the Homestuck bucket spit thing. You can find the video though. I'll find it after the stream and post it in the general chat for
Great,
all of
I
you
will
to
not
see.
watch it. I
Aw.
will not watch it. I don't want to see this. I can picture it enough in my head. Anyways. I need to get back to the Van Sykes voice, but how am I supposed to do it after that?
You can do it. I believe in you.
It may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Lord Van Sykes!
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me? I forgot this guy was even here.
Yeah, he was silent for so long. He had like the blue screen of death in his eyes. What the fuck?
What's the blue screen of death? What's a computer?
As your
I'm trying to speak. Stop speaking to the anime girls in your head.
They're in my head too.
They're in my head too. Please, free me from this curse. Okay.
As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during the summation examination.
Oh, okay, so he was like forced to be silent.
Oh, okay. That's what they wrote in to
Okay.
be like, we don't want to write Van Sykes stuff in this.
Nah. He just gets to chill and drink wine for an hour.
So I honored a deathly silence and listened to the charade.
I love the Deathly Hollows. I have a Deathly Hollows tattoo.
Oh god, he's a J.K. Rowling stan. Kill him.
I am Voldemort, kid.
Seems
I was actually thinking not long ago, I'm like, the voice I'm doing kind of sounds like Snape, doesn't it?
Harry Potter.
Okay, not like... wait, that's Voldemort, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been like 8 years since I watched a Harry Potter movie. Why the fuck do I remember things? I don't remember what I ate for fucking dinner last night, but
I watched
thank God
them
I can
every
remember the actress
Christmas.
of a movie I watched 8 years ago.
Every Christmas
Ah,
I
fair
watch
enough.
the Harry Potter movies. They're such good Christmas movies.
See, I usually just watch Die Hard.
Fair. Fair.
That's a Christmas movie.
Can the anime girls in your head stop talking about things that don't exist yet?
No, they always do this. Welcome to my hell.
Oh god.
How are you still alive?
I don't know. I wish I was dead though.
God, I wish I was Kazuma.
It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury.
Ugh.
No one likes that.
Well, no matter.
You just get the little like Fallout 4 icon in the upper right corner. Everybody hated that.
There is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all?
Oh shit, we're zooming
I don't
in.
know what you're talking about. Oh fuck, we're zooming in.
I'm uncomfortable again.
So, let us proceed to the next round of battle.
I don't like that he has control over the camera. How far can we go?
How far can we go? Are we gonna go into his eyes?
Oh,
No, it stopped.
Aw.
Damn it, I wanted to go into his model.
Oh, Yakuza!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Bring forth the witnesses once more.
Did his model change? Did he have a cape on before or something? Or...
I think he had a cape on before and I just didn't notice.
Okay, so like by the end of the trial, he's gonna keep ripping something off and we'll get to see his cool Yakuza tattoo.
Strip
Right?
courtroom. Strip courtroom.
Every time somebody changes their thing to either guilty or not guilty, you have to take off a piece of clothing.
Jesus Christ. I feel like we're just writing porn fanfic at this point.
Witnesses.
He just threw the cape into the
No,
camera.
but before!
How did you not realize he had a cape? I don't know.
It was before!
He looks the exact same.
He does look the exact same!
I trust you heard the summation examination we just had to endure.
You were Beepo. I remember this.
Was I Beepo?
You were
Okay.
Beepo.
Oh, yes, sir. That I did, sir.
Of course I heard.
Oh, hi, Judge.
Oh, yes, sir. I heard it.
You, sir, on the end. The coachman, I believe, is Beepo?
Yes, sir. My lord, sir.
How is he still freezing? He's been in court for like 3 hours.
Look at all the fire in here. There are two huge fires behind the judge.
How are you still cold?
Maybe that's gonna be part of the case.
He just keeps running outside so this way he can maintain, like, the freezing breath, because he thinks it makes him look like a dragon.
If it transpires that in your previous testimony, you were attempting to veil the presence of a fifth passenger on your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir.
I'm glad they're bringing that up, because in a lot of Ace Attorney games, people just lie in court and it's not a problem.
Yeah, and there's no consequences.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that there are actually consequences this time. Oh, mio Dio.
Ah, Dio Brando.
Oh, fuck, it's Dio.
Now then, witnesses, I hereby call on you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summation examination.
Alright. Various misgivings. I only carried 4 passengers that night. I swear it. But
Well, I for one told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus.
Oh, so he's cheating people out their money.
He is. He's keeping some money for himself. He's pocketing it.
He is.
He fiddled on the fare, he did. And then I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It was all too much.
I tell you, I saw McGilden stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands.
Oh, yes. Yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes.
You weren't even looking.
You can't just... You weren't looking.
You could not see Hot Dog Nose.
Yeah.
It has grill marks on it.
It does have... His nose does have grill marks on it. What? How did you get those? Hello, sir?
Hello? Is that allowed?
Hello? Is that allowed? What the fuck?
Counsel, make sense of this for me, please.
The phantom 5th passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed.
At this point, it's like, if they say something that's, like, fucked up, I'm just like, let's just... Whatever.
The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little...
What does that mean? Cozenage?
It's Snape.
What?
It's Snape. The voice.
Yeah, that's what I said before!
Oh, I was thinking Voldemort the whole time.
Okay, cozenage means the practice of deception or trickery. Oh, it's cozenage. Okay. Ah.
People, explain yourself.
Hello, Judge again.
I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster.
The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board. You know that. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare?
It's so cold. And the last one of the day is always half empty.
You have been dishonest, coachman.
Liar, lying liar.
Liar, liar, pants for hire.
I'm sorry.
You're a disgrace, Bebo. A disgrace.
This courtroom is turned, let's bully this man.
You and your hot dog nose with the grill marks and your selfish actions have brought dishonor on the entire guild.
If I may, sir.
Why does your hat not stay on your fucking head?
It's gonna be part of the case, I swear it.
I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week.
What?
4 passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the result come out differently.
That's
No,
not how
that
math works.
figures.
Math doesn't change if you do it more. That's not how it works.
Listen, she knows how to read. Like,
That is true, and that's very valuable.
she's the only one in the courtroom that can do it.
No one else can read.
I
Everyone
just
relies
realized the
on
judge has a
picture.
ponytail. Cute.
He does.
Well,
Oh, this is not Naruhodo.
Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings of this already had been explained. So, counsel, for the defense, your cross-examination, if you please.
We've already had the pleasure of a protracted summation examination today. I see you intend to continue the parlor games.
absolutely.
Fuck you, Zeiss!
I hate Harry Potter.
Take it back.
You take that back right now, or there will be another murder for the courtroom to deal with.
He takes it like his toy wand. Avada Kedavra.
I got this from Harry Potter World.
I shouldn't be laughing this hard at my own fucking joke.
It was good.
Pressed. We should just press everything.
I keep hitting R1.
Gotta press the other one.
Hold it! So, there were only 4 passengers on your carriage, but you didn't charge them the standard 4 pence fare. Is that right?
It's impossible to make the last run of the day pay.
He has a whipping court.
He does have a whip in court, but then again, Francisca did the same thing, so like...
He's Francisca's great-great-great-grandfather.
Yeah! I was cold. It was all I could do to stop myself from passing out.
I'm getting
Chilblains? What does that mean? I'm gonna look that up.
chilblains just listening to you.
Chilblains are the painful inflammation of small blood vessels in your skin that occur in response to repeated exposure to cold, but not freezing air.
Oh, okay.
It causes itching, red patches, swelling, and blistering on your hands and feet.
Oh. Okay.
Not fun.
Why does everybody have weapon? Britain, baby!
Britain, baby! Laws weren't real yet. It was terrible, so I wanted to give myself a pat on the back for even keeping the bus running. Oh, doesn't a dedicated coachman deserve an extra penny for passenger?
You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here, man. If only there had been a 5th passenger on the omnibus that night. Then we would have had another suspect.
He's like thinking up the Harry Potter fanfiction he's gonna be writing tonight. He's gonna base it off of like the court proceedings today.
He's gonna make a self-insert OC that's based on himself, and then he's gonna make another OC that's like based on Ryunosuke, and he's gonna make Ryunosuke like the dumbass character that the whole story just makes fun of.
Again with the wrong button.
Gotta hit the right button.
No, it's the left
Phoenix
button.
right, not Phoenix wrong.
Does that mean everyone on board that night paid 5 pence instead of 4?
Well, I paid 5 pence too, sir. And I just told you that I did.
A flat fare of 5 pence across the board.
It's not something to be proud of.
The so-called discrepancy my learned friend identified was nothing of the sort. Much like the phantom killer you so desperately needed, it's gone, dead, and buried.
Do you know something we don't?
Are you the killer, sir?
Did you kill him?
Sir?
Sir. Sir.
Sir! Sir! What the fuck? Is that allowed?
I'd have been happy if it had ever existed in the first place. This blood-curdling sight, you mean the murder, I presume?
Yes, sir. A loathsome sight. No one should have to witness the horror in the eyes of a man the moment his life was taken. Oh, well, not exactly, sir. I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gent was stabbed. Good gracious, really?
Well, we needed that.
Yeah, we needed that.
We have another witness who did, however. The banker has already testified to it.
Mr. First didn't actually see what the point at which the victim was killed. That may turn out to be very significant.
I heard the banker gent next to me take a sharp intake of breath, see? That's when I looked through the glass. That's when I saw that horrible blade poking out from his belly, all covered in blood.
Wait.
I think it was his belly. We have, like, in the court record.
Yeah, but poking out from his belly. That means
I think
it
that
was
he
from
means,
the
like,
back,
the hilt.
right?
The hilt.
Oh.
No. I think he means, like, the hilt is, like, poking out of the body.
I thought I was so
because
smart.
the blade is lodged in there. It would have been really smart. It's just, I think that's not what he means.
Every time I see a knife now, I can't help screaming, even when I'm eating.
Oh, poor guy. He's been traumatized. And unfortunately, there are no good therapists at this point in time.
That's right. They just said, have you tried laughing? Have you tried smiling? You should smile more. Have you tried stretching?
Have you tried using a vibrator?
What?
That's legitimately what vibrators were made for.
What?
They were made to cure female hysteria. That's why they were made. Because hysteria was kind of just the, like, go-to, like, oh, you haven't been happy in, like, 5 years, you're anxious of everything, we diagnose you with being a woman disease. And vibrators were an attempt to cure it. This is a true fact. This isn't a bit. Anyways, let's press this guy.
Okay.
I just noticed his mustache makes a fucking W.
Does that mean anything? Wumbo?
No. Wumbo?
Wumbo? Yeah,
Wumbo?
W for Wumbo.
What's Wumbo?
M for... What is it? Wumbo.
I have no fucking idea where this bit is going, Val.
Wumbo? Wait. I have to find the quote.
You can't just keep saying Wumbo as if it means anything to me.
Oh, come on, SpongeBob. You know I Wumbo. You Wumbo. He, she, me. Wumbo, Wumboing. We'll have 3 Wumbo, Wumborama, Wumbology, the study of Wumbo. It's first grade, SpongeBob.
I've never watched SpongeBob in my life. My parents didn't let me because they're like, SpongeBob is annoying and it'll make you annoying, but joke's on them, I'm annoying anyways.
Everybody's annoying.
Everybody's annoying.
So
If you're alive on planet Earth, you're annoying.
It's true. If you breathe, you're annoying.
If they breathe,
They're annoying!
I was trying to think of a funnier way to say it and I didn't think of one. What?
You saw the defendant, Mr. McGilded, stabbing the victim, Mr. Mason, who was sitting next to him.
Sitting. Yeah,
What if it's Mr. Wason?
it's Mr. Wason.
He's Mr. Wason. Because he has
Oh,
a W
fuck.
as a mustache.
Oh fuck, we've blown the case wide open.
That's what I said, isn't it? Did I stutter?
It was bothering me before this was. For just a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question.
Anyway, there was only the two of them inside the carriage, wasn't there?
There's been much talk of a fifth passenger, but as of yet, zero evidence.
I'm trying to make him sound less like Snape.
No, make
But
it
it's not
Snape.
working.
Make it Snape.
Okay.
Then what are we then what are we wasting all this time for, huh? It's black and white. The man's guilty.
Something about Mr. Fairplay's testimony just jars with me. I wish I could work out what it was.
Did he add something new?
Oh, yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I
Yeah.
think so, yes?
Oh, I went too far. I meant to go back.
No.
Not long ago, this trial very nearly came to an end. Somehow, we managed to keep our chances alive here. I can't waste this cross-examination. I have to use it to bring some new facts to light.
If you're not careful when you press these witnesses, the danger is that the jury will end up believing something unhelpful as they did before.
Maybe, but we can't let the fear of that happening stop us from uncovering important new information.
Oh!
Yes, you're so right. I need to pay careful attention here. I don't want to miss even a flicker of a reaction among these witnesses.
Remember, if you happen to spot one of the witnesses reacting in a strange way, don't hesitate to pursue them as to the reason.
So I was noticing like little thought bubbles like pop up.
Oh, really? I didn't. I was not paying attention. So what?
Yeah, whenever they do like testify and we press them.
Was it this guy?
It's happened to a few of them, but I don't know if it was like a weird thing or if they were just like, yeah, you could pursue if you wanted to. Yeah, he's got the little. Oh, yeah, okay, so we can pursue, right? How do we do that?
That just means he's talking. It's an
Oh, okay,
exclamation
never mind.
mark when they
Oh, okay. I thought it was because Ryunosuke says, oh, he hesitated, so I
Yeah.
thought maybe on that, like, sentence we could... Okay.
Yeah, we can pursue these people, but they're not having a reaction.
Yeah. I kinda miss Hosonaga. I hope he didn't die.
Who's Hosonaga? Oh, the cop who's
detective
bad.
Yes.
The dying guy.
I was remembering, like, the first, like, court where, like, we learned this mechanic. And I was like, man, it's nice to have at least someone who's on our side.
Earlier, you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you?
How could you have seen it if you were driving the fucking carriage?
Exactly.
Oh, yes, that's right.
You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant holding the knife in an ice pick grip.
I suppose. I might have, you know, yes. Put the cart before the horse, maybe.
So you didn't see shit.
What's this?
Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard us scream from the seats on the roof deck.
Oh, I expect that was me, sir.
when I turned around, yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gentleman was on the floor and the knife was sticking up out of his midriff.
Wait,
Is chat working?
can we see the omnibus? I think chat's working.
I think it's working. I can see.
Yeah, I can see it too. Check the court record, because where is this guy supposed to be sitting? Because I thought that he was sitting like on
He's
the main
like
level.
up there on the top.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. See, I was thinking of like a different kind of carriage where it's like on the same level as like the rest of them.
No, he's up top.
It would be hard to control. It'd be hard to control horses from like way up there, right?
It would be. As someone who works at a place that has horse carriages, those things aren't easy to drive normally.
No. Yeah, chat's working. We are just focusing on the game for now because we've gone through like so many fucking tangents.
That's right, yes, and the fellow holding the handle was the famous man, yes.
So, in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all?
I really thought that I did, but when I go over it again in my head, no, I suppose I didn't actually see the precise moment of the stabbing, did I?
Oh, pursuit. What the fuck are you chewing? Is that your cane?
Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay?
Now you listen to me, young man. I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that?
He didn't see it.
Yeah?
He didn't see it.
Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him cleverly.
Could he have just happened to see the exact moment of the crime was committed? No chance.
Some days are like that. It do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes. No, there's no chance.
No. Why would he have been looking down?
Yeah.
Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on the top of an omnibus, that is.
You're a creep.
Peeping. I'm a respectable city banker. I'll have you know. And I know what I saw. I remember it as clear as a...
What the fuck does that mean?
A Ballarat Day?
Ballarat Day?
Ballarat.
Is that a ballet for rats?
It sounds like a World of Warcraft character.
It does.
It was a grim
Apparently it's a city in Australia.
Did Australia exist?
Yeah. I think it's been around for about as long as Canada's been around.
What? I thought
I
Australia was
don't
sort
know.
of new.
I mean, Canada's also sort of new. We weren't technically our own country until like the 80s, right?
Yeah. That's true.
It was a grim scene. I don't mind telling you. Thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord. I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw.
Fuck yeah.
Did Australia exist, Val? Listen, Canada was not a country until like the 80s.
Yeah. We were kind of just like Britain too for a while.
Like 1980s, not 1880. 1980.
Yeah, 1980s. Canada is new.
Oh, I can do that, all right. I'll tell you just how grim it was.
Do you think I'd forgotten the sight of those blood-soaked hands after the butcher stabbed the man?
I want to look at her.
Wait, don't we have... Yeah, look at the court record.
We have his gloves. It's like one
We have
little...
gloves.
It's one little spot. Blood-soaked?
Blood-soaked?
And he
I
says
don't
hands.
think so.
He says hands, but it's only on the right glove.
Yeah.
Objection!
Oh, yeah! The music went silent! We win!
To be fair,
To be fair,
most of the world at some point
point
was just Britain too.
And now the most widely celebrated holiday around the world is getting rid of Britain. You ever think about that sometimes? There are like fucking 20 countries out there with holidays that are just like, yeah, let's celebrate being free from Britain.
No more queen, baby. Canada doesn't
No
have
more
that.
queen. We do. We have Canada Day.
Yeah, but we still work under the queen. We're still owned by Britain.
Kinda, but like we do our own shit now.
If you work for like the government and stuff, you still have to swear to the queen.
What? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Then are we actually free? Wait a minute.
I've sworn to the queen like 2 times. 3.
Revolution 2.
When's Canada
Canada
gonna
gonna
reject
reject
France?
We don't
Never.
need to- We don't need to do that though. They're not in control of us.
That's true. We just have French people
We're-
here.
oh,
And they're not
oui,
even
oui.
French people. They're
Quebec.
Quebecois people.
Quebec will speak our language forever. Oui, oui.
And they did, but they speak it with such a heavy accent that if somebody who speaks Quebecois goes to like France, nobody understands them. This is
God.
real. This is real.
I know it's real. I know it's real because I've heard about it, but like, it's still so fucking funny to me. Knowing a language, but at the same time, your accent is so much that people can't understand it.
Well, Quebec sucks, so
Oh.
they should get rid.
I mean, Quebec's wanted to be its own country for years now.
Yes, Quebec does want to be its own country. Right in
They'll
the middle
fuck up
of
all
Canada.
the maritime provinces.
Right
yeah,
in front
they're
of
right in the middle.
That's not how countries work,
The
I
poor
don't think.
fucking, the poor fucking Maritimes.
That'd be so annoying. It would be so annoying.
It would be. And plus, isn't like, okay, I don't know much about Ottawa, but isn't like half of it like in Quebec?
No.
How would that work?
There's a Quebec border. There's a border to Quebec that you have to cross.
I thought like half of it was Quebec though.
Because the border for Quebec closed during COVID.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how Quebec works. I've been there once. And I
I'm
bought
gonna Google it.
I bought a Utada Hikaru CD in Quebec. They should let it be its own
Is half of
country.
Ottawa in Quebec. Okay. Oh, okay. Gatineau. I thought Gatineau was just like a part of Ottawa.
Is it not?
Because I have relatives that live in Gatineau. No, it says Gatineau's Ottawa borders Gatineau.
Oh.
And it's the Ottawa-Gatineau Census Metropolitan Area and the National Capital Region.
So is Gatineau Quebec?
Gatineau is Quebec.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
why
there
I
we
thought
go.
it was half and half. Yeah. It's because I have like relatives that live like in Gatineau, and I was like,
There was a really
Yo,
cool
isn't
house
that,
for
like-
sale in Gatineau.
oh, really?
I think I sent you the pictures of the color house.
You did! I remember the color house!
So every room in this house was a different color. Like, the kitchen was
ruled.
like baby blue, like a bright baby blue. One of the rooms was just all pink. Another was all purple. And then there was one room that was all just wood. Like,
yeah!
it was all wood. It was
Oh,
so
my-
cool.
My favorite colors! Blue, pink, purple, and wood!
It was such a cool house. I wanted to buy that house so bad.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have money.
No. Houses are so expensive in Canada. Do Americans know?
They're so fucking expensive. Like, you have to have like $40,000 to put a down payment on a small house.
It's fucking awful. Houses sell for like $1 million
Terrible.
almost always.
It sucks.
Almost
It sucks.
always in Canada. It sucks.
And like when I say like 40,000, that was a townhouse in a not so big Canadian city.
Canada's
like it's a
messed
house
up.
where you're attached on all sides. Yes. Anyways, fuck Canada. And that's how I get put on a watch list.
You can't say that. This is my stream.
Fuck Canada, you heard it here first, folks.
I always talk about how much I like Canada.
Fuck Canada.
It's like the South Park song. Blame Canada.
Yeah, blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Did that get nominated for an Oscar?
Maybe.
I'm gonna Google it.
Maybe. I know
The song was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Song at the 72nd Academy Awards.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It is amazing. All right, we said before, hey, we're gonna stop going on like massive tangents. And then we went on a massive tangent about Quebec.
It's our whole brand.
It is our whole brand.
Blood-soaked hands.
Where are Canada's national heroes? Like the Trailer Park Boys? They're in
Yeah,
Nova
Letterkenny?
Scotia. What? What did you
So
say?
it would be like, screw Canada. Letterkenny.
That is not the Trailer Park Boys.
No, but we're talking about like fun things that came from Canada.
Oh. Okay.
They come from Ontario. It's
Oh,
good.
Terrence and Phillip. Right. I forget. Are they from Ottawa? Are they located in Ottawa in the show? I have no idea. I think they're just
I don't
relatively
fucking
in
remember.
Canada.
Honestly, considering that South Park is made in the U.S., they're probably in Toronto instead.
Mm-hmm. Though they did
Let's be
talk
real.
about Quebec.
The three like Canadian cities that Americans know are Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. Those are the three.
That's true. Maybe Ottawa.
No one knows.
Maybe.
Ottawa, and maybe one with like a funny name like Medicine Hat or Moose Jaw or something like that.
Yellowknife. That's a province.
Yellowknife. I don't know if that one's funny. That's just a knife that's yellow.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's a metal
That
name.
is pretty cool. It's a cool name.
Well, I admit that Soaked might be laying it on a bit thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. Both of them. I'm putting my foot down on both. Final answer.
Well, I'm
Paige, I don't know
very
whether to be
sorry
offended or
to
not.
disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's more than a little peculiar.
Why are you talking like that?
'Cause I'm a brat.
Great.
What? What's a brat?
What?
Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, on the night in question.
Oh, yes, right.
And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. But, as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only on the right-handed glove.
What are you doing? Why is he chewing it?
He's chewing it like a little
Sir,
squirrel
you're gonna
man.
break your,
A little
you're
rat
gonna
man.
break your fucking teeth.
Oh, that's what the W
They don't
stands
have-
for.
What?
It stands for wet.
Stands for what?
Wet. Like a rat.
What? Oh!
It's
Oh,
wet.
I see.
He's
wet.
just like a little woo girl. Oh, I'm going to my cane like a little wet. A little wet. See? It's all connected.
say the rest of his lines in the ooh woo voice.
In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent.
God, I hate this. Never mind, never mind.
But, no, that can't be why.
Oh, no. What have I wrought?
So you're the liar here then. I forgot the old lady.
Yeah.
I hate this. Why did I suggest this?
That's right, you were quite clear about it. You said, yeah.
No.
It was both hands.
No!
Yeah. Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
This is Novella's fault. Blame her.
No! I'm trying to stop it!
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying. Yes, it wasn't both hands, it was only one. But the fact remains.
Oh, he's JoJo posing.
He's JoJo
The
posing.
victim's blood was on the accused.
Objection! No, Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands, which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Why? I'm a city banker, for pity's sake. My word should be the gold standard.
Take a Tums because his voice is making me nauseous.
I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe.
What's that? That sounds not okay.
Understanding members of society don't prevaricate.
It basically, it means a scruffy or badly behaved child that spends most of their time on the street.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically just another word for street urchin.
Street rat. Da. How's that song go?
I don't remember. I'm remembering the version from the musical Twisted instead.
He's claiming to have no reason to lie. But is that really the case?
Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, I started it, but I'm trying to finish it.
If you had some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay might be lying, it could turn the tide in this trial completely.
So, something to show this man had a compelling reason to lie in his testimony.
Yeah, sure, I have evidence. Why not? Not sure what it is.
It's probably the list of like fucking
In debt
people who are indebted. Yeah.
My lord,
Yes, counsel.
the defense is ready to present evidence.
By Jove! Are you sure?
Yes, evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay had reason to lie in his testimony. Yeah.
People are getting so many good sound clips out of this.
It's okay, there's music behind them, so it's not like a clean cut.
Very well.
Rule 34 has been thwarted again by Ace Attorney music.
Oh, it is Rule 34. Okay. I thought it was a
Yeah.
different number for some reason.
What?
I don't know. I thought it was a different number.
I don't even go on that fucking website and I know the number.
I've gone a few times. So it's weird that I forgot the
I mean-
number.
See, I know that we have because, like, at one point, should I bring up Wingman Faust?
I feel like we've talked about it before.
Yeah,
But in
basically we
case
were
someone
like, hey.
hasn't.
Yeah, so we were like, okay, Faust is like nearly 10 feet tall in Guilty Gear lore, and for some fucking reason we're like, hey, do the people who make Guilty Gear porn like actually like keep this consistent? And so Val went to Rule 34
As the
being
brave
braver than any-
scientist that I am.
braver than any U.S. Marine, and we found that the majority of Faust Rule 34 pictures are just like a naked anime lady in the foreground and then Faust in the background giving a thumbs up. And so we deemed it Wingman Faust.
He's like, you go, girl, you girl boss, gatekeep, and gaslight. Speaking of Guilty Gear, every time I see this one thing, I think I have to ask Novella about this. Because Novella likes Guilty Gear, right?
I do. I haven't really looked into like the story of Strive very much, but
Is Happy Chaos cool? Do you
I
like?
don't know. I've heard a lot of people. See, I've heard a lot of people say, like before he was playable, that he was like really annoying and he came off like that one pretentious kid in your class.
Oh,
who
so
thinks
like
that they're
Bedman.
like really smart. Yeah, pretty much, except with none of the charm.
Bedman had
Because
charm?
Bedman had a little bit of charm at least. But from what I hear, Happy Chaos is just kind of pretentious. Like at least Bedman had like that thing where he would just talk really fast. Like he had some kind of fucking gimmick to him.
Right.
But apparently Happy Chaos is like a lot cooler of a character, like with his like in-game interactions.
Yeah, I've been watching a
Like,
lot
now
of
that
his
it's
in-game
playable.
stuff because I didn't watch any of the story stuff for Strive either, and he looks very
I haven't
fun.
either because I hear that the story in Guilty Gear Strive is not good.
Yeah, I also heard that.
Like they straight up, like okay, real talk, Faust is my favorite character from Guilty Gear, and when I heard that they don't explain anything like why he's like that in the story, I was like, oh well, then I don't care. So I just never watched it. I was like, oh my favorite character doesn't get any content in this, so
What's the point?
I
and
just saw Happy Chaos like make a big like poof of smoke and a car appeared and then he drove away and I was like, oh yes. Oh yes, I like this
yo!
one.
It's cool as fuck. Okay, maybe he is better than Bedman.
I hereby call on the defense to present its evidence.
The anime girls in your head done talking about Guilty Gear.
Also, his name's Happy Chaos, so it's like Novella would probably like this.
Yeah, it's like I haven't seen much of Strive outside of like just some like character interactions and stuff.
This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets of London's
Gentry.
Oh dear, do you really think we ought to look inside? Well, it's
Yeah,
not
we
as though
gotta.
we know any of the London's gentry. Personally, is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps.
He loves
Part of the
him.
Gentry?
He loves him.
Yeah, this is the new ship.
New boyfriend.
Guilty Gear. It's Guilty
Actually,
Gear. You don't play it for the plot. You play it to get lost in Soul's gigantic bosom.
It is so big and so wide. I love Wide Soul.
We just play Guilty Gear to look at man titties.
It's true. That's why I play.
I
actually,
unfortunately play it for the lore like a fucking dumbass.
Oh, that's too bad. That's hell.
That is hell.
Did you read the 4 manga and the 3D action game? Did you play that one?
I didn't, but I know the lore.
Oh, okay.
I wonder.
I assure you we will not find Mr. Sholm's name inside.
Well, let's see what we find.
Mr. Sholm's is
Open
like
that
the
bitch
very
up.
first one.
I would laugh so hard.
Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Oh, goodness!
What is it?
Look at this! Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay, there it is!
Bruce.
Got him.
Bruce Fairplay! Should that mean something to me?
It does sound strangely familiar,
You were
actually.
just talking to the man! Ryanosuke, I'm going to punch you.
Bruce Fairplay, the guy we're looking for evidence to connect him to the case. The witness testifying at this very moment.
Oh, yes, of course. The banker. Why is his name in here? He borrowed 20 guineas. Did he? And look,
Isn't that like... I don't know how much that
Is
is.
it like $200? I'm just gonna assume it's like $200.
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
And look, the repayment date is fast approaching.
It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information. Yay! How have we not looked in this yet?
Yeah, I don't think that we have this. This is Guinean franc, and I don't think that's what we're talking about.
A franc is a type of currency.
It is, but it's like one. I mean, but that's today. Never mind.
Oh. Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it? Oh. Is there anybody else? No, I just can look at this first page. Okay, we got our evidence.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Here you go.
I'm just not gonna get confused.
This is a list of the debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilden.
Yes, a list of innocent victims, crippled by the accuser's extortion.
The point is, among the names of these debtors is your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
What? Mr. Fairplay, are you currently in debt financially to the accused?
No. Well, it's
God, I forgot about
barely worthy of being called a debt. I hope my neighbors can hear me. That'd be really cool and fun.
Sometimes you gotta just remind your neighbors that you're fucking unhinged. I'll put on Mad Rat Alive Nightcore, and I'll just blast it for like an hour just to remind my neighbors that I have mental illness.
Well, the other day I was leaving the apartment and one of my neighbors was like, "Oh, I saw you on TV the other day." And I was like, "Oh God." Because I've talked about before on stream, I was interviewed for work by
Yeah!
the big news. And I was like, "Oh God, oh God,
And it
oh
was
God."
really cool!
Oh no. What? Anyway. But they saw it. Now I'm like, now they think I'm cool.
So now you gotta counterbalance.
I gotta counterbalance
an
it by
absolute
doing a
fucking
little
gremlin.
blue anime girl voice.
You do.
It's barely
Also, I took a
worthy
Tums.
of being called a dad. Ooh. Hello,
See, I
Umbrit.
took a Tums and now I'm okay with it.
Oh, I'm glad.
According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say? Well, what of it?
So he only does the ooh woo voice when he's like worried. He's trying to sound
okay.
tough here.
Ah, okay. This is character development.
Yeah.
Let's suppose Mr. McGilden were to be found guilty of murder.
Hiya, Brent!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello. My
Hello! Welcome to the sweet woo!
My hello, anime girl voice does not sound like an anime girl. It's just like, hello, hello. I don't sound like a cute anime girl. How do you do cute anime girl? Hello.
Mr. Obama!
Hello.
Mr. Obama, please save me, Mr. Obama!
Mr. Obama.
What would become of your debt in that case?
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, we're the creditor, the defendant here, to be sentenced to a capital punishment. All outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist.
Cease to exist?
That's good motive.
Mr. Fairplay, is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw in a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant?
Man has no ass.
What are you talking about? What?
We just saw behind them.
Oh,
The guy
okay.
has no ass.
Okay.
Order, order, order! Mr. Bruce Fairplay,
Yes, my liege.
Let me ask you again, and be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Did you or did you not see the precise moment in time at which the defendant is alleged to have thrusted a knife into the victim?
Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony.
I did not! Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled!
What? Was that pain?
I'm sorry. No, that was a reference to, I think it's a Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, okay. This court will not tolerate the use of unauthorized wooing.
It's an anime voice.
He's just a beaver. Bring it back to Canada, baby. Bonjour.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Best country ever.
Je m'appelle Valerie Valkyrie. Comme ci, comme ça.
Je m'appelle Novella Cipher.
All right, now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch. A pinch. But it makes no difference. I definitely remembered seeing blood on McGill's hands, both of them. Objection! And yet, only...
Oh, Vespa, ow!
Sorry, she was trying to climb up onto my chair, and she decided, oh, Novella's leg is a good place for me to dig my claws into.
Ouch.
Sure.
Ouch.
Ow!
And yet, only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained.
So you keep saying.
Do you have something to say?
I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir?
Go ahead, Mr. First.
Finally, someone with a normal voice.
Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself as it happens.
Seeing what?
The blood, sir. On the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both of his hands, not just one.
What? What?
A bit overdramatic.
You did him psychic damage.
It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all our witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Mr. Naruhodo, this is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly at last.
Yes! I might finally have a chance to turn things around here.
Oh yeah, it's time.
Oh yeah, baby.
We're gonna kick this trial's ass.
There was blood on There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I surely and distinctly remember that. This is my man voice.
Generic man voice #1.
If you want to say swears in the YouTube chat, just put spaces in between all the letters. There we go, I fixed it.
That is true. You can do that too.
However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moments the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
It does.
I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both of the attacker's hands with blood on them.
It's time to kick trial and chew ass. And we are all out of trial. It's not even getting you
It's
for
not even
swears?
getting you.
What are you saying?
I know the other day I tried to, I don't remember what the context was. Oh, it was because we were talking about the subreddit, creepy asterisks.
Oh.
And I was trying to say that it was all like that one fucking infamous message that's like, oh, whoa, notices your bulge. And it kept deleting that one message.
Because of bulge?
I guess?
But like
That was
other
the
things
only,
can
like-
bulge.
Exactly.
Maybe the moderation
like-
knows the context.
I don't think it does. It's all algorithms.
Maybe the algorithm knows.
Someone type bulge in chat right now and see if it goes through.
The spacing strategy ain't working, but it worked with piss.
It did work with piss. I'll type piss right now. Did it go through?
I don't see it. It learned.
All right, well, let's
The
continue.
algorithm's learning to get rid of piss.
God. Oh, God. The robot apocalypse is upon us!
I remember.
No longer permitted to type piss. What is this, 1984?
Were you even allowed to type in 1984? I guess computers did exist.
Computers did exist. I'm talking about the book, not real life, though.
Oh. I don't know.
Did you think I meant in actual like the year 1984, you weren't allowed to say piss?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the George Orwell book.
Oh.
The one where it's like, the government controls your thoughts and like what you say, and if you say the wrong stuff, you get sent to the torture room where they put rats on your face.
So it's like
That's a real
that
thing.
other Canadian book. That Canadian book that we have to read in school, where everything's in black and white.
What?
Everybody
Oh,
sees
the-
everything in
the
black and
Giver?
white.
The
Yeah,
Giver?
The Giver.
Yeah, The Giver. That one.
Classic. I remember.
I thought, okay, so this is like a real deep cut, and I don't know if this is applicable to anyone but people who lived in my specific area of Ontario when I was a kid, so I might be giving too much away here. But did y'all have to read that one book in French class where it was like a bunch of kids working at the fast food place, and at one point, one of the people gets like kidnapped and almost killed?
No.
But it's like ostensibly a kid's book.
No. We had to read the story about the house that like does everything for people, but like all the people are extinct.
Yeah,
And
we
the
read
house-
that one too. That's a Ray Bradbury.
The house just keeps doing stuff. We read that one.
Yeah.
We did not read fast food murder though. We did not do that.
I don't remember it because like it was a very specific book, and I remember the cover because like one of the things in the story was like, oh, like they were like, I don't remember what the context was, but it was like someone fell asleep on the job. They're like, let's put like French fries in his nose, and like the cover was like a kid with French fries in his nose.
See, but I was exempt from French class in high school, so maybe that's
Oh
why.
fuck, that's true. That
I
might
didn't
be
do
it.
French.
That might be why.
That's why I don't speak French.
French class book with French fries in nose.
You lost me at French class.
We're
Right, you guys
Canadian.
have like Spanish, right?
Yeah, they probably have Spanish. I'm sorry?
What?
I just found an article called Could Eating Too Much French Fries Make You Go Blind?
Yes, it can.
What?
There was a guy who went blind from eating chicken nuggets, so I'm sure French fries is the same.
Oh, it's malnutrition. Well, of fucking course you can... I thought it was like, oh, there's a fucking chemical in it that makes it fucking do that.
You guys
I'm
have
trying
many
to find this
languages?
book
My
so
language
hard.
in high school is Japanese. Oh, you guys are so lucky. We only get
You
French.
are! We only get French. Only French.
I remember seeing the knife,
Fucking
and I remember seeing both of the attackers' hands with blood on them.
I'm sorry, one related search to book with French fries and nose is Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't know how these things connect. Anyways, fuck, I better actually look at the game, huh?
I didn't actually see anything myself. No, not until I heard that scream.
You guys probably had real French, though, for your French classes. We had
you guys probably
Québécois
had,
French.
like, French. Yeah, we did. I don't even remember it. Like, I can read French, but I can't, like, speak it or write it.
When I try and speak French, like, I'm so, like, Anglophone, it's awful.
Yeah.
Like, people just get
that's
so
the other
mad.
thing.
Anglophones
It's like
are not
anytime,
welcome.
like- No, I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to Quebec because I can't speak French.
I've heard horror
And
stories
I'll
of people,
get
like,
pretty looked.
crossing the street and screaming at people who are speaking English to each other. Like, there are
Which is
horror
dumb.
stories about going to Quebec and speaking English or not speaking French well.
I feel like maybe, like, the other provinces should just kind of eat up Quebec. Is that, like,
Just
maybe
take
we
Quebec.
can fix this.
And put it somewhere
Maybe we
else.
can fix this. Yeah. At least somewhere where, you know, they can be in their own little country and they don't fuck over the Maritimes who have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, but you can't just... There would be just a hole in Canada.
Yeah, but like we can drive around it.
We can drive around the big hole.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's a big hole. Just make the road go around the hole.
Isn't
There's a
Quebec
Magnus
like the
Archives episode
second
about that.
biggest province in Canada? No.
I think it's the biggest.
No, isn't Nunavut the biggest?
Oh god, am I gonna Google this too?
Nunavut's huge.
Nunavut is huge.
Ottawa's big. I mean,
Nunavut is
Ontario.
Yeah, okay, so Quebec is. Did you just call all of Ontario Ottawa?
It is. It is.
I'm pretty sure people in like the northern areas of Ontario would fight you on that. Yeah, okay, so Nunavut is the biggest. Quebec is the second biggest, then it's the Northwest Territories, then British Columbia, then Ontario.
Wow, I didn't know Ontario was
And the
that small.
smallest, yeah, the smallest is
PEI.
Prince Edward Island, obviously. Yep.
I got it right.
Yeah, it's a tiny fucking island.
I failed
And then-
Canadian geography 4 times in school.
See, all I remember of geography class was literally just in elementary school we got to draw like all the flags of all of the provinces, and I fucking hated it because there was so much coloring.
See, we had to color in the map. And like, this part's Nunavut. This part is Quebec. And everybody hated coloring it in Nunavut because it sucks. Because it's all these little
it's so
tiny
big.
islands.
Yeah, it's big and it's all these tiny little islands. I always hated like coloring in big things whenever I was like in school because I was like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah, and they don't let you use markers. You have to use pencil
No.
crayons. It
Yeah,
sucks.
it's like that's the tiniest thing you can color with. What's the fucking point?
Anyway, are you done? Are you done?
We will never be done. I think this stream has proven that.
The fact remains, there can't have been anyone else inside that carriage, or we all would have seen.
Well, I lo and behold. In truth of facts, not one of you was witness to the crucial moment of the crime was perpetrated.
I don't even know if I read that right.
I apologize, my lord, but honestly,
There was no one else inside the carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood. That much incriminating evidence is tantamount to saying we saw the man do it.
That's really not what testimony is about.
Oh fuck, sorry. I
Did
was
you
looking
die?
At soup
Did you
recipe.
hate the voice?
No, I was
so much.
No, I was distracting myself with soup recipes.
I'm glad you're very enthralled with the story, Novella.
No, It's not that. It's because I had it in another tab when I was looking up what the biggest Canadian province was, and I was like, wait a minute, why was I looking at fucking soup recipes?
Are you
It's
making
because
soup?
someone was like, no, it's because someone was like, yo, I want to eat the soup that Brock always makes in Pokemon. What
Oh,
the fuck
yeah.
is that?
They
And then
made
someone was
it.
like, oh, it's this kind of curry, and then they gave the recipe, so
Are you
here we
gonna
go.
make it? You should make it.
Let us
I don't know if I would like it.
Make it and eat it
It looks
on
like it has a
stream.
bad texture. It
It's
looks
like
like it has a
thick.
bad texture though.
It's thick. It's creamy.
See,
it's
it looks
thick and creamy.
It looks slimy. I don't think I'll like it.
It doesn't look slimy.
It looks slimy.
I saw somebody eat it. It was on the React channel,
Oh god.
and it was one of those try not to eat challenges. And
What the
had
fuck is a try not to eat challenge?
they show you
they
really
just put
delicious
food in-
food from like movies and anime, and then they put the real thing in front of you, and it's like, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
What are these people like dogs? You can hold off from eating something. They're not just gonna be like sitting there going like drooling as they look at this food, and you have to keep reminding them, oh no, you're not allowed to eat it. No.
We shouldn't
Make
be
it the soup
reacting
and then
to
use
this
the
though.
frying pan as a drying pan.
Exactly.
All right.
Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more. The victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witness's accounts. In other words, there is no substantial nor significant change in the facts of the case.
Try not to starve challenge.
Oh my god, that'd be a good game show.
That
Like
would
a
be.
reality TV
Isn't that-
show.
Isn't that Survivor?
I mean, they get food.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. They can win challenges to get food and stuff. Plus,
Oh,
they can
okay,
fish.
okay.
They can fish. Rupert made this
Yeah.
whole thing like, if you get rid of me, you won't have any more fish. And then
Oh,
everybody
damn.
was like, it's not that hard, dude. And then they voted him off the island.
And they still got fish.
Yeah.
Damn. This is why you never make your one thing like, oh, I have this very simple skill that anyone can learn. Anyways,
Very well. Your cross-examination, please, counsel.
Yes, my lord.
we'll let Ryunosuke just give himself fucking whiplash there.
Ow! Ow, my neck! Ah!
We need to pause court for the first time in 5 weeks!
Fucking call an ambulance!
I'm just sitting here simply vibing.
No, the evidence tells us otherwise. We have the gloves the defendant was wearing on the night in question in the court record.
I'm well aware of that, sir, but nevertheless, I know what I saw, and I stand by it. The man had blood on both of his hands.
He's defiant, even in the face of a hard evidence. He's steadfastly refusing to admit that he might be mistaken about what he saw, but why?
Your reasoning is dire.
But
One hand or two, the salient point remains unchanged. Minutes after the grim crime, the victim's blood dripped guiltily from the accused fingers.
Fair Play is a non-credible witness, but I feel like we've
He
had, like, one every case.
Yep, there's always one. It's like how Hosonaga wasn't sworn in.
Hosonaga wasn't sworn in.
Yeah, he was unsworn and we were screaming at them about it.
He's still not sworn in.
He's still not sworn in, but that's because he might be dead.
You're right, he has tuberculosis.
He has tuberculosis. He could be dead for all we know. We haven't seen him in ages.
Also, isn't tuberculosis like super contagious?
Yeah. What
And
the
he
fuck,
just
dude?
he just hangs out around us and no one cares.
Yeah. No one cares.
However, I suppose you might say I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
It very much so does.
Don't try to downplay this. Whether or not you saw the exact moment of the crime is a matter of fundamental importance as well, you know.
What? For crying out loud, we all know that no one else could possibly have done it. I just good trying to save us all some time.
What would this man's persona be?
A squirrel. Or a beaver.
You're fucking right. No, a beaver. Beaver.
Mhm.
That's true.
You have a loan of 20 guineas outstanding.
Or a guinea pig.
Or a guinea pig. Yeah, funny puns.
Funny joke!
Funny joke.
20 guineas
Definitely fair play.
outstanding with the defendant, do you not?
Yeah, but he was on the top of the carriage.
He was, and that's been proven. They have.
Yeah.
I don't know if these two guys would like corroborate that if they actually saw him kill someone.
Mhm, unless they're both in debt too, but we didn't read that.
But yeah, it would have been commented on though, because they were like flipping through the pages and looking through for a familiar name.
Had you hoped to release yourself from that financial burden by ensuring the defendant was found guilty?
That's not entirely not what I was hoping for. Aw. I just lost a little guinea or 10 when I backed the wrong horse in the derby. That's all.
I was going to win it all back. There's a fixture this weekend. That's a sure thing.
So he's a gambling addict.
A little guinea or 10. I'm a banker. No one bats an eye if I borrow a little spending money for the weekend.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
I think you may have revealed rather more about your character than you bargained for, sir. Than you bargained for, sir.
Sorry, I forgot the voice.
He was so shocked that this guy was like, yeah, I'm stealing money from my bank to fucking bet on horses that the judge became normal for a second.
You are diagnosed with normal.
And then he went back just like 3 seconds later.
He realized, oh god, I'm not supposed to be normal.
Don't you hate that when you're out in public and you realize you're being normal?
I hate that so much. I need everybody to look at me funny.
This witness's scruples are not on trial here. Proceed to the next witness.
Is that really how it's supposed to work?
We are so sorry, sir, but we think you might be a normie.
Oh no, I'd rather die.
No. He threw out his normal pills mid-sentence.
That's what the mask means.
Jesus. That's what the point of the mask is. Only reason I know that fucking song is because someone mashed it up with Pumped Up Kicks.
Stop.
And somehow it actually
Stop.
made the song like bearable. They added in one of the fucking songs from Friday Night Funkin' too.
Of course they did.
You definitely saw that too. Blood on both hands. Yes, sir. I mean, I know what you're going to say. Only one of Mr. McGilded's gloves had any sign of blood on it. That's right. The thing is, as far as I remember, sir, when I looked down and saw Mr. McGilded sitting beside the other fellow, I don't believe he was wearing any gloves, sir. He wasn't wearing these gloves? That's correct, sir. And I saw the blood on both of his bare hands quite clearly. It's true that the dark-colored stain on the dark leather gloves wouldn't have been easy to see.
I should point out that the police officer who apprehended the accused on the night in question reported that there was no trace of blood on Mr. McGilden's gloved hands.
So it got there after?
So it got there after somehow.
There wasn't any blood on his hands?
Listen, what's women?
Maybe he just licked it off. Maybe he's a little freak.
Oh, like his little baby bumblebee.
What?
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 You know, like the nursery rhyme.
I've never heard of this nursery rhyme.
I got myself a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? You know.
I don't.
Well, now I have to sing the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
Because it's fucked up and evil.
Alright.
So
Sing me the fucked up and evil nursery rhymes.
I got myself a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Ow! It stung me! I'm squishing up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm squishing up my
Wait,
baby
I think I do remember this.
bumblebee. Ew, it's all over me. And then they lick it off their hands. And then they feel sick, so they're throwing up the baby bumblebee.
Yeah, I think I heard of that one.
I talked about it
I
on
think
Death
that's from, like,
Stranding.
I heard about it like when I was in fucking kindergarten, and then I think I just blocked that fucking memory because I didn't like the idea of eating bugs.
Ouch, he stung me, yeah.
Ouch, he stung me! Time to kill him!
Yep, and then eat him, and then feel sick.
And then throw up, and then pass out on the pavement.
No, I think they wipe up they clean up the vomit.
Ah, that's good. That's what you should do. Instead of coming home at like 1 in the morning and throwing up in the bathroom and then leaving your roommates to clean it up. Anyways.
At least when I threw up in the bathroom, I cleaned it up. This must...
Anyways.
This must be significant somehow, I'm sure of it.
Did we ever talk about that on stream before? I'm pretty sure we did, but
must
like
have.
now I'm second guessing myself. We must have.
I'm sure that chat
It's
knows
not-
that we used to be like apartment mates. And
Yeah,
that we
pretty
had an
much.
awful...
We had an awful like 4th roommate who just
She just appeared
threw
one
up
day out
one
of
night.
nowhere. One of our apartment mates
she
left,
just-
and she just showed up.
yeah, she just showed up out of nowhere.
And her
we were
first
like, okay, I
interaction
guess
with us.
this is fine.
Was her throwing up in the bathroom and not cleaning it up.
Yeah. It was fucked up. I needed to piss at like 6:30 in the morning and there was just a pile of vomit on the floor and I'm like, okay, I guess we're using the other bathroom that's like across the apartment.
It was everywhere too. And we both just left it there.
sucked.
We were also
We were
evil
like, yeah, this
since
is
we
someone
both
else's
left
problem.
it there.
Yeah, but I'm not cleaning up someone else's vomit. I'm not doing that. I don't have the fucking like patience for that shit. I was like, you know what? She threw up, this is her problem. I'm just not gonna use this bathroom until it's gone.
You didn't see anything?
Oh, yes, sir. That is to say, no, sir, I didn't. Very sorry about what I said before, sir. Very sorry, yes. It was very wrong of me to make up stories and say I saw him stab the man. Wouldn't you agree, sir?
I know what you're insinuating, but I certainly wasn't making up stories.
Oh, he was throwing shade.
Throwing shade across this courtroom.
Still, to say you saw nothing isn't right either, is it?
No, sir. I saw nothing at all.
Mr. Bebo, you were driving your horses. At the very least, you must must have enjoyed a good view of London streets, no? Ha 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 ha.
Sir, this is a murder case.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What is wrong with you?
Oh, please, you didn't even see that?
It was so cold that night, you see. It was all I could do to keep from passing out, sir. Yes, my head was fairly frozen solid. Sorry to say, sir. It would seem prudent to avoid travel on the last omnibus service of London's cold winter nights.
People!
You fucked up once again! Ah!
Now press this guy.
Let's not forget, in the omnibus, the seats open up.
Yeah, so someone could hide underneath there.
And everything you saw of the incident was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus.
That's right. It was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over.
Oh yes, I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter.
Which rather begs the question of why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place.
Well, I don't know about this young fellow, but I couldn't enter the cabin.
Oh, why not?
You trying to avoid the guy? Oh.
It was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but no one opened the door.
Ooh.
It was locked.
That's right. And it's a public bus service, for pity's sake. That's not what I call fair play. Oh, get it? Because his name's...
That's your name.
That's his name!
It's his name!
Yes, I had exactly the same experience. I tried knocking, but the gent inside just gestured at me to clear off. So I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck and look down longingly into the warm cabin below. Well, I can assure you I wasn't just looking down. I was glaring long and hard. Long and hard!
Oh, long and hard.
And that's precisely why I can tell you with absolute confidence that if there was anyone else in that cabin, at all in the cabin, I would have noticed. But you didn't see him stab him?
Unequivocal, I would say.
I'm not sure about these two witnesses. Could they really have seen everything inside the cabin through the skylight?
Maybe not.
Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay. The music stopped. We got it right.
The music stopped. Fuck yeah.
You were riding this omnibus and witnessed the events in the cabin through the skylight in the floor of the upper deck. Is that right?
Watch them be sitting in like the fucking front seat. That's right, yes.
In that case, there is a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight from you.
What? By golly, really?
Obviously, at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied that at the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus.
Objection. Enough hypothetical meandering, my Nipponese friend. The prosecution demands that you substantiate your claims. After all, the scene of the crime is here, in the flesh.
Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's demand.
Okay, so if they were in the back seat, they would only be able to see the front seat inside the cabin, right?
Yes, maybe.
Because it's like because if you imagine, I'm motioning like with a pen, but you can't see it. So basically it's like, okay, so if your ass is on the chair, your head would be just a little bit above like the little like headrest on the back. And then you can imagine like a cone of vision going outwards. That would only hit that front seat.
Yeah.
And if they were in like the front seat on top, that's even worse because why would they be looking back?
But we know for a fact that they were in the back seat.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So yeah, so they wouldn't be able to see the back seat. And isn't that where... Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that where the fucking seat lifts up?
Yeah.
It's the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't have been able to see a fucking swap out.
Yep.
You will identify the area of the cross-sectional plan of the omnibus. So,
We found the thread.
where exactly in the omnibus are you suggesting that the potential extra passenger could have been situated?
Here, right?
Right there, yes. Because, like, look at the way the skylight is set up, too. There's no way. Yeah.
Both rows of seats on the roof face in the direction of travel, whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other, which means the visible part of the cabin, which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight,
Yeah, there we go.
is as I've drawn here. That's right, my lord. As you can see, the seat opposite the one on which the victim and his attacker were sitting is obscured from view. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Objection. It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there.
Yes.
I guess I've got to say the line.
Say the line, Novella!
You Nipponese have a forbidding habit of obscuring the truth with ambiguity.
Are you being racist?
Also, Vesta's here. She's here to... No, stay, no!
As soon as you, like, you tell her that she's here. As soon as you...
She leaves. As soon as I acknowledge her on my desk, she's like, oh, I gotta go.
She knows.
I just want you to meow for the stream audience.
She plays hot and cold.
Here. Okay, fine, run away.
Okay,
And now
fine,
she's walking
run
back.
away. Novella canceled. Vesta canceled you
And that's
live on
every
stream.
Every single Ace Attorney stream I get canceled.
I concur
Val
with the
messages me
prosecution.
saying that it's time to like do stream setup, and it's like, Novella, it's time to get canceled again. And I'm like,
Yes, Valerie.
Don't worry, during the, what is it? The Game Awards stream.
Disco Elysium.
You probably won't get canceled. Oh, you'll get canceled in Disco
probably won't
Elysium.
be. Huh?
You'll get canceled in Disco Elysium.
Oh, god damn it! Can I have one collab where I don't get canceled? I was canceled in the Jackbox stream because I was cheating, which I wasn't. I was just good at the game. And
Stream
then
sniping.
fucking... I was not stream sniping! I didn't have host privileges! Those don't exist in Jackbox! Now I'm getting canceled because the game keeps making me say racist stuff. It's not fair!
It's not fair.
Not fair!
I concur with the prosecution's rejoinder. In a British court of law, evidence is paramount. I cannot.
This is not the judge's voice.
I cannot entertain the conjecture, counsel.
That was Naruhodo.
There we go. He threw out his normal pills again.
It was Naruhodo pretending to be the judge.
He's just like mocking the judge whenever the judge talks.
Hey, stop that! This is unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger to whom you allude.
A name? Can you, Mr. Naruhodo?
No?
I honestly don't know. Who could it have been? Who could have been in the other seat, which was out of sight from the witness on the roof deck?
Check the court record. I think we can see like all the people we know of.
I understand, my lord. The defense would like to put forward a name.
Oh, we're gonna do like this 30-second animation. Okay, never mind.
You are a fool. That response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. A toast to hard lessons not yet learned.
Take a fucking sip.
Let us not delay, counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in this other seat.
Oh my god, I have my like window blinds up and I never have them open, so now every time a transport drives by, it's like, what? What? This could be it. This could be the chance I've been waiting for to turn the trial in my favor. On that night, on the night of the murder, the person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from view was male Strongheart, 52. It was him.
Yeah, no, that can't be him. It can't be.
Also, he looks like the guy from the DLC case in one of the Ace Attorney games.
Yeah, the very first one. He looks like Damon Gant.
Mm-hmm.
Damon Gant, but like almost like inverted colors. No, wait, no. I think Damon Gant also had white hair. For some reason,
Yeah,
I thought
he
that
also
he
had
had
white
like
hair.
blonde hair. Yeah,
He had an orange suit.
he did have an orange suit. That might be what I'm mixing up.
It was Baroque Van Zykes. That's who it was.
Yeah, it's him, obviously. Okay.
I'm thinking it might be this guy. Thrice fired Mason.
I mean, we can try him. I'm not confident about this, but we
The
can
music
try
didn't
it.
stop. Yes! Concealed in the blind spot of the cabin that night was none other than this unexpected passenger.
Whatever so-called logic you used to arrive to that conclusion, it matters not. Because your answer has made one thing abundantly clear. The real blind spot is inside your head, and it would appear to be unusually large.
Oh, you could have just said that's not right. Mr. Naruhodo, our task here is to defend Mr. McGilded, and we are working on the assumption that he is innocent of this crime. Yes, of course. Why are we doing that? That must mean then that there was someone else inside the omnibus with Mr. McGilded, the true culprit. That's right, exactly what I've been. Oh! Of course. So the two people sitting inside the cabin that the witnesses saw through the skylight that night, they were the victim and the real culprit.
Oh, okay. So we have to point out Mr. McGilded would be in the other seat.
It does seem as though we've all been making a false assumption. The witnesses weren't looking at Mr. McGilded at all, meaning he was sitting somewhere else. I'm glad that they just told me the answer.
Yeah, because I did not know.
That was
I
going
thought
to be
it was
my
like,
next
oh,
one.
Who was?
That's who I was going to
Yeah.
guess next.
Yeah, because it was really the only one that makes sense. Okay.
Take that!
The music stopped!
The music stopped. The passenger in the
Stop
enclosed
eating
cabin
plastic.
that the witness on the roof deck failed to see has to have been Mr. Magnus McGilded.
Mr. McGill did.
What are you talking about, counsel? That's the name of the defendant.
Jesus!
Objection. Oh, Jesus Christ.
If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my hallowed chalice, do forgive the discourtesy.
Or you could just not break it, dude.
How many of those
That's
do
an
you
option.
have?
He's broken like 2 or 3 of them so far. They're not so hallowed if you just break them for like no reason, dude.
Lord Van Dykes.
God.
Every time.
Every fucking time that I voice a character, they're racist! Every time! I don't want this! Why am I cursed?
You're cursed. You're just cursed.
I have to say the fucking line. People talk of those tiny island nations in the Far East as having a learning and culture of their own. But I see they use the terms ill-advisedly.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to be racist.
Oh, he admitted it.
Let me explain in terms that even a student of such an artless backwater such as yourself might understand.
I don't want to do this. I am!
When the blood is seen unfolded, the victim and his assailant were sitting side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to the fact. It's the very premise on which this case is built.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
also
maybe it was
one
built
of
on
the
a bad premise.
one of the jurors was saying this stuff too.
Yeah,
The one that she voiced was talking like this.
yeah. Exactly. It's happened like twice in this one fucking case. I had to censor a fucking word, like 2 words that were bad with gamers. It doesn't get worse than that. It could get worse.
It
Don't
could.
prove me wrong. Please. Please, Great Ace Attorney. Please, Great Ace Attorney. Please. 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 Please don't make me continue being racist. I don't want to be this way. I just want to play funny lawyer game. They're making me say bad words.
Did you say this?
Yes.
Oh.
Objection! But that premise may be wrong.
What? I am never wrong. I read all the Harry Potter books, including the bad ones.
What one's the bad ones?
The cursed child. Wasn't that one fucking ass?
Yeah, it's not great. It could have been good. It's because they brought back the time turner. That's why it was bad.
Oh god.
It's basically all just going back in time and trying to fix things and everything being awful.
Jesus Christ.
And that's it. And they sort of hint at like Hermione and Harry Potter having like an affair, but then they don't do anything
Oh.
with it.
That's dumb. Don't introduce plot lines if you're not gonna do shit with them.
Yeah, because that would have been cool.
It would have been cool to have one of the heroes cheat on one of the other heroes.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine how Ron would react. He reacted so well when he thought they were dating.
It's true. It could have made for some good drama.
It
You have a
could
good point. But no, they didn't do that.
And then once Harry Potter and Hermione get together during the affair, I guess Ron and Jenny can get together
They're siblings!
as like revenge.
No, they're siblings!
Yeah, and
They're actual siblings. No! No!
it would be the best prank. It'd be the best
No!
revenge.
No!
I wouldn't put it back past JK.
You're right.
I'm gonna
but
put this on her
no.
now, this thought that I had. It's her fault.
This thought that I had is someone else's fault.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, you know.
I wouldn't put it past her. Remember when she said that all the wizards just shit their pants all the time and they just make the shit disappear?
Yeah, they make the shit disappear with magic. They're shitting their pants constantly. In any scene of Harry Potter, Dumbledore could be shitting himself and we would never know.
It's true. Like when he's like very calmly asking Harry if he put his name in the Goblet of Fire. He's shitting his pants.
I love the... I'm sorry, we're talking about Dumbledore shitting his pants and I just saw the autosave icon come up.
The game will remember that.
The game will remember that. Potter Page is calling you out.
No, I wouldn't.
Call out, call out, call out.
Before I was a VTuber, I was a Utaite, which is even worse, honestly.
Yeah. And I saw one of your old Hitalia videos before I even knew you.
That's the best. That's the best thing that's ever happened.
We discovered that one night. Yeah, we went to a bar one night, and then as we were walking home, we got like talking about like shit that we've done on the internet before, and it turns out that I had seen like one of her Hitalia AMVs. Back whenever I was a fucking 13-year-old weeb, and I had no fucking idea.
So I was a 15-year-old weeb. Posting it.
I mean, wait, we're only 1 year apart, so that... I would have been like 14 at the time, which is fair.
Wait, I thought we were 2.
Lore. This is the deepest lore.
I thought we were 2 years apart.
If there was an... Oh, it's just 1. I'm 23.
Oh. I always thought that you were a baby child.
I mean, I am like the youngest person in like the friend group, but by only 1 year.
I do not think I wish to know the cursed Val deep lore. Don't post that.
This is on like the bottom layer. Like if there was a Valerie Valkyrie iceberg video.
Yeah.
This is on like the bottom layer.
You'd have to know like who I was.
Yeah.
If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilden, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way.
Be the do not research entry on the Val iceberg.
Do y'all like Hitalia Yaoi music videos? Because that's what I made.
Christ almighty.
What inconsistency?
Do not cite the deep magic to me. I was unfortunately there when it was written.
The defendant's gloves, my lord.
He just makes villager noises when he's shot.
Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claim that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Which Hitalia Yaoi pairing? All of them. It had all of them in it. You think I was so weak to only have one in my Yaoi AMV?
I was about to say, you think I remember that shit? I blocked it from my memory.
It had like all of them.
They claim that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Yet we know the truth to be otherwise. Objection! Only one glove bears the gory remains.
Objection! The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance.
Fair, I underestimated the power of past Val. Fujoshi Val is real. And she's still alive, and she's still me.
Yeah. I was about to say, like that ever changed?
Except now I'm not really into... No, that's not true. I just lied on stream. Because I really like...
VTuber jail for 1,000 years!
Oh no, not the electrical chair. I do really like Bitch Club. It's like the best. Bitch Club's so good. But also...
See, I was thinking of like the Vivino series at first, Pink Bitch Club, but that's not the same one.
No, it is not. It is not.
I think that the one you're talking about has a lot less murder in it.
Yes. Yes. Fujoshi Val isn't real. She can't hurt us or suplex us. She is real. She's sitting
She is
here
real, and
going.
she can, and she will.
She's sitting here going to the Sing King YouTube channel and finding the opening to Bitch Club because why is that there? I don't know. It's the only anime opening Sing King has. Why is it Bitch Club?
Being a Fujoshi wouldn't get Val sent to VTuber jail though. Like every VTuber is a Fujo.
You're right. You're right.
Except me!
Okay, you're going to not Fujoshi jail. You're going to VTuber jail now because you're not a Fujoshi. Shot yourself.
God damn it.
Shot yourself in the foot there.
I did. There's now a hole in my foot and it hurts so bad.
Yes, their testimony remains unchanged.
Exactly. They both admittedly swear that they clearly remember seeing blood on both hands of the assailant. In short, their memory of events is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth.
If you're into Yuri, does that mean you're a Fujoshi too, or does that have a different name?
I have no idea. I don't
must
look into
research
this
into
stuff.
this further.
In
You
short,
should,
their memory
I
of
guess.
events is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth.
Unfortunately, Firewall, that's not how that works. I get them depending on my fucking status in the foundation. It doesn't just grow in.
It was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night, a third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on the passenger's hands, both of them.
Objection. And who was this third party?
Obviously, the true culprit, and I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Extraordinary. Order. What exactly are you postulating?
Objection. The defense's postulation is just that. Nothing more than conjecture. The witnesses have clearly stated that they saw the accused.
Objection! But when elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said the two of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces.
Yes. The tops of their heads were obscured by the roof. And I couldn't see the rest of them through. Though.
Yes, that's right. Both gents were most certainly hatted. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir. Haha, remember that? I'm a hatter. Do you remember?
I wear a hat and it's constantly slipping off my head. I'm not a very good hatter.
And what particular style of hat did the two gentlemen sport, Mr. Faust? First.
I've also been like very close to making that mistake a few times.
I'm afraid I don't remember. And you call yourself a hatter?
He said he was bad at his job.
The style of hat makes no difference. There was no third passenger in that cabin.
Do you plan on finishing the whole case on stream now? Probably not.
No, we've been going for like almost 3.5 hours now.
We're honestly probably gonna end soon.
Yeah, that's
We're
what I
just
was
waiting-
just thinking. I'm like,
We're waiting for the right moment, the right line.
yeah, you gotta wait for the right moment. This is why in like Steins Gate sometimes I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna end at like 2 hours and 30 minutes instead of like going for a little while. 'Cause some of those scenes take like an hour to get through, and I'm like,
I'm tired.
How can you be sure?
Because if there had been, the accused, Mr. McGilded, would undoubtedly have offered to depose the fact.
that is true. Why didn't he?
Unless, that is, you are proposing an even more preposterous explanation. That the accused failed to even notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
Duh!
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Huh?
We just saw, like, Vampire Man, whatever his fucking name is. We saw his body, and I think he was wearing sandals.
What?
I think he was wearing, like, flip-flops. It looked like
What do
flip-flops.
you mean he's wearing sandals?
It looked like he was wearing flip-flops.
Are you shitting me? Jail! Jail for vampire for 1,000 years!
He's
You
right.
can't wear that shit with sandals!
If there was another person traveling in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus, it's inconceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it.
Unless he was knocked out.
This is the fashion police, fucker!
No flip-flops in court.
Not no flip-flops in court. Flip-flops in court is acceptable if your outfit accommodates them.
Order! This is certainly a simple situation to this problem.
Bring in the accused, Mr. McGilded to the stand.
Well, what do you say?
But what do you say, counsel?
Oh, good, he threw away his normal pills.
The prosecution objects, my lord.
On what grounds?
That's fucking stupid. As a suspect,
Okay, that was a good enough line. You're right.
But what if there's some reason why he's unable to speak freely?
Magnus McGilded is no uneducated ruffian. If it indeed turns out the man has been withholding information, you can be sure that it would have been a most deliberate act. It is bullshit, my lord.
Counsel, for the defense, what is your opinion?
My lord! Should we ask Mr. McGilded to testify or not?
Demand his testimony. We need him. We need the little goblin man.
We do.
Yes, we need to hear what the goblin has to say in order to find the truth. The defense would like to call Mr. McGilded to the stand.
In that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
Oh, yes, I need a little time to consider this.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGilded has to say.
Get the
Your
man
knife
out
is
here,
still
I
stuck.
say.
It would be utterly illogical not to hear his testimony.
The goblin's getting some gold. That's what he's doing.
Then something needs doing. Get it done. That's how I run things in at the guild.
I forgot his
I
voice.
just noticed that his mustache is probably made to look like a horseshoe.
Yeah, probably.
How did it take me that long?
Hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say, oh yes, that would be lovely.
Yes, the jury says the man must be heard.
Very well. The court will hear the defense's testimony. Bailiff, show the defendant to the stand at once.
This seems like a good place to leave off.
It
Oh,
does.
wait. Ryunosuke's gonna monologue.
Now, maybe what actually happened that night will finally become clear.
All right. That's our cue.
Alright.
Woo!
Save
We
the
did
video
it!
game.
We beat the game!
We beat the video game!
We did it!
Let's go to the talking screen.
Yeah! I can't see it. I'm just gonna keep looking at the save menu.
That was a big stream.
That was a big stream, and it's good to be back doing this.
Yes, it's been too long. Too long.
Really has been.
So,
Alright, well.
thank you for coming.
So, yes, thank you for coming. Make sure that you come to the Thursday stream.
Thursday
gonna be doing the
stream
Game
is gonna
Awards.
be nuts, dude.
It's gonna be insane. I am going to be fucked up.
I won't be.
I accept it. Val will not be because she's a genetic freak and she's not normal.
I've done it before. I was perfectly fine.
You drank like a whole bottle of Hypnotic and we couldn't tell. That was like 18 shots.
It was.
I have no idea how you're like this.
We kept count of the shots. It was a lot.
We kept count. I'm pretty sure that it ended at 17.5 shots.
I remember somebody saying, Val, maybe you should stop drinking.
Yeah, a few of us were legitimately worried, but you sounded normal.
And I was like, no, I'm fine. Leave me alone. Let me have fun.
We were worried that you were gonna die, and then no. You're just a genetic freak.
I'm a genetic freak. I ain't normal.
This was really fun. I'm glad you had fun, Firewall.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But yeah, I'll have a schedule out for my stream thing probably later tonight in the Discord, which links in the description, and on my Twitter, links in the description. Novella's streaming next week probably, I think. I just said that, but I wasn't actually sure.
Oh, I am. I'm streaming Tuesday and Wednesday starting at 9 p.m. We're gonna be playing more Steins Gate. I already have like 6 VODs up on my channel of Steins Gate, so if you want something to binge watch, there you go.
Here you go. Watch the funny voices. Do you do funny voices?
I mean, I don't do funny voices in that one because I left the voice acting on because I was like, if I do voice acting, I will die.
But yeah, watch the streams, watch the things, join us when we stream, join us at the Game Awards. But I caught y'all at the end,
Yes.
Got pumped for Thursday. Yes.
Hell yeah, we're pumped for Thursday. We are so pumped for Thursday.
What's the
What's
next
the next
collab
collab?
gonna be? It's gonna be watching the Game Awards and drinking.
Yep. Watching Novella yell at the main character about the windows being open. Yeah, that's the majority of the Steins Gate playthrough so far.
If you want to know the
And
rules
also-
for the drinking game, they're on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
So
Check that
check
out on
those
Twitter.
out. I'll
They're
post them
really
in the
funny.
Discord as well, somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I'll post them in the Discord somewhere.
Yeah, I need to find it. There it is.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite one of the rules? Because I think the I love movies one is my favorite.
I love movies is pretty good. I also like whenever Kojima or what's his name? Jeff Keighley simps
Keighley.
for Kojima. That's a good one.
That is a good one. All right, anyways, let's finish up the stream. I keep making it longer.
Okay, everybody, see y'all tomorrow. Be safe, have fun, drink lots of water, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.